3D optical illusion. It's showtime. Well, the lighting looks super, super different here than it did, but it's showtime. The lighting, the angle as always, we're just gonna get used to this as I talk to you a little bit about the sermon. Have fun interacting with your viewers in real time. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to get into with this sermon is what the title entails. Hey, welcome to the chat. Hey, Shelly, what is up, everyone? Thank you for joining. We're just getting started with the sermon, which I entitled, Hey, Moonlight, 3D Shapeshifter. Yes, you're notifying viewers that I'm live. Hell yeah. Thank you, TikTok. I appreciate you very, very much. So let's talk about the starting sermon, and then we'll get into other topics. We are going to talk about the 3D shapeshifter. So the 3D is an optical illusion, okay? And there's this thing that occurred to me that's like a science, whatever, right? That says that your eyes really don't take in your surroundings the way that you see them. It's actually inverted inside your eyes, so you're really seeing everything upside down. I'm not a science motherfucker, so if you want to research that, I'm sure there are plenty of individuals that can speak about that more in depth if you are into that, like science, biology thing. Ooh, you were just thinking me, and here I is. Well, Shelly, maybe you manifested me. So if you want to even think of that, okay, if science is saying that your eyes are not even taking in the 3D as it is, it's taking it and interpreting it into something else, that to me, from the manifestation perspective and like the liquid reality perspective, liquid reality, oh my god, I don't know if I've ever heard that anywhere before, but it just popped into my mind, so I really need to fucking write it down, because I always talk about reality as waves. So waves of energy, just like liquid waves in the ocean. But anyway, so if we want to think of this as like a liquid reality more than something solid, we could even look at science and say that you're not looking at things as they are, you're inverting them, and it's being processed in your eyes. Okay, so when you're looking at the 3D reality with your two eyes, that being said about science, and what we know from the manifestation perspective is that you can have 10 different observers observing the same thing, and they will all see something different. Maybe they'll see something similar, but there's going to be a slight nuance to whatever it is they are looking at, because they're all interpreting it upon their own perception. So the 3D is a shapeshifter, and the reason why is what I just said, because have you ever, I'm sure some of you have had this instance where you're having a conversation with someone and they're talking to you about something, they're like, yeah, and then so I know that this person meant it that way, or I know that this happened, and in your mind you're like, wow, they just told me that situation, but I have an entirely different viewpoint and perspective of that situation, right? So let's say, for example, your homie calls you and she's complaining about someone, or he's complaining about someone, and they're saying, oh, yeah, this motherfucker, they ghosted, or they, I don't know, whatever the fuck, right? And then you're hearing the details, and the person that you're talking to, your homie, is like, yeah, they perceive that they've been ghosted because the person didn't answer for like 8 hours. Okay, and then you're in your mind, you're like, yeah, but they told you that they were going on a trip and there was going to be a time zone difference, so why would they respond within 8 hours if they, like, do you see what I'm saying? So you, and I know all of you in the chat likely have had this instance where your friend is just telling you some shit, and they're going on a fucking mountain about it, and you're like, gee, I don't really see things that way, I see it differently. But you're looking at the same thing, right? Or if, like the example that I always give, you're watching a horror movie. I'm watching a horror movie with fucking everybody. Okay, I'm watching a horror movie, and who I'm watching the horror movie with is like shook, and I'm just sitting there and I'm laughing, I'm jerking off and shit, because I'm like, man, this shit is lit. And the other motherfucker is scared, okay? Or if it's like a comedy movie and everyone is laughing and I'm looking at it like this. because I don't think it's funny, because I typically don't find comedies fucking funny. I don't. Like, when something is supposed to be funny, I absolutely don't find it funny. And shit that is not supposed to be funny, I just fucking laugh, because I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so that right there, all those are examples of how the 3D is neutral. It's a shapeshifter. And why is it a shapeshifter? Why is it a liquid reality? It is because you, the observer, are the one who is shifting it based off of your perception. So there have been times, and I think I said this in another one of my lives, where I've had instances where I have seen an article of clothing, okay? And then I'm like, oh, that's a nice black shirt, whatever. And the person's like, it's navy blue. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, it's black. It's like clearly black. And they're like, no, it's navy blue. And like, I've had that happen. Maybe not so much recently, but I've had that happen before, where I'm seeing navy blue and black is like the same thing, like a really dark navy blue. I'm like, it's black. And they're like, no, it's blue. And it's like, we could argue till the fucking cows come home, but is the shirt black or is the shirt blue? Just like, you remember a few fucking years ago, I don't remember exactly when this shit was, but there was this dress that was going around. It was like an internet fucking meme. I don't know if it started on Instagram or whatever the fuck, but it was a dress, and some motherfuckers were saying the dress was blue and some were saying it was like white and gold. And then every time I looked at it, that dress was a different fucking color. It was either the blue or it was the white gold. Every time I looked at it, but it was the same pic. I mean, purported it to be. Thank you for the roses, L. Woohoo. The show is on. Hell yeah, it's showtime. Woohoo. So here it is, right? Yo, for real, Shelly. Yo, I at first saw it as white and gold, but then I remember like looking into it more, and again, this is like the hypnotic suggestion, right? We're creating our own like perception based off of what we are thinking we're seeing. Then I started saying, oh, people are saying that this shit is navy blue, and then I would start to see it as navy blue as well. So again, if I hadn't been looking for it to be navy blue, would I have seen it at all as navy blue? No, I would have just, okay, yeah, the dress is white and gold. And if I would have stuck to that, but no, I had to go research it because it was fucking interesting to me. And I was like, oh, this shit, wow, wait, it's navy blue. And then I would look at it again, and it was wild and trippy as fuck, okay? So this is, they said it was yellow. Oh, wow. I did not know anyone was saying it was yellow, but I mean, definitely. The dress was, hey Corey Marie, thank you for the roses. Yes, everything is based on your level of what you're seeing, which is why the 3D is a shapeshifter, which is why reality is liquid, because you and the homie could be in the same situation and they had no clue what's going on. There's actually a story that I have. This happened a fucking long time ago, okay, when I was a fucking teenager and I was in the club. But I mean, was I really supposed to be in the club? No, but I was fucking there, because I mean, hello. So I was in the club at an early fucking age, and I was drunk as shit with my Long Island iced tea that I thought was really iced tea mixed with vodka, but it was really 7 different fucking liquors and like a spit of fucking Pepsi. So that's, in a way, I was fucking shape-shifting that, because it tasted to me like an iced tea, okay? So I'm in the club, I'm drunk as shit off of the fucking Long Island, and I'm there with the homie, and to this day, the homie that I was with is like, yo, you remember when we were in the club that day, and then like we were, like there was some like celebrity performing, and like we were apparently right next to a celebrity who was performing, and then I don't remember because I was drunk as shit. I was like, no, that didn't happen, and the homie who wasn't drunk as shit was like, or maybe they were, and they just had a better grasp of whatever was going on than I did, but they're like, no, it's very clear that celebrity was right there. We were dancing right next to them, blah, 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 blah. So that same night, okay, I went out with the homie. It was a good time. We both agree on that, right? We're looking at the same thing. Yeah, it was a good night, you know, whatever. But I had no idea that we're dancing next to a celebrity, because I didn't have that experience, but my friend did. So that's where like the juncture point like cut off, right? So it's like, yes, there's a similar thing that is occurring in the 3D, but we're shape shifting it based off of our perception. So I never had the perception that we're dancing next to fucking celebrity. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm drunk. I don't remember shit, right? So again, same shit, you know? Shelly, thank you. This is a whole bunch of different, I don't even remember what it is, but it's the one on top is it's called lip vinyl or something. I forget the brand, but it's called lip vinyl, and it's like a permanent, not permanent obviously, but semi-permanent lip stain, only instead of being matte, it's like glossy. I don't remember the shade though. I have it like somewhere else, but I believe it's called lip vinyl. Thank you, Shelly. It's definitely, I mean, I know things look different on the light here, but it's definitely like a mauve. It's like a dark pink. I'm not sure what the color is though. Have I watched Mimsy? No, I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is, but see, I'm so in my own reality that I don't even be aware that there's other like shows and things going on. Hi, Tina Louise. So anyway, that's I want to start with reality. Ooh, sci-fi movie. Okay, well, let me write that down. Thank you for the suggestion. So that leads me, because I mentioned that for a reason here. Liquid reality. Fuck yeah, I gotta do a video calling it liquid reality. Ooh, thank you for the gift. Thank you. So this is why when you are, I look like a Barbie. Thank you. So when you are looking at a 3D circumstance, okay, you're looking at a 3D circumstance, and because it's a liquid reality, but you're programmed that because something is in 3D that you can taste it, touch it, smell it, whatever, okay, you're programmed so hard to believe that it's real that you're not realizing that it's liquid, and you're looking at it based off of whatever story you have going on within you. And then because you're trained to look at reality as a solid thing, you tend to, maybe not you in the chat, but I'm just saying you in general, you know what I mean? This ain't singling no one out, but in general, someone will be so trained to believe that the 3D is real and it's solid and it's immovable, blah, 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 blah. And then they look at the thing in the 3D that's neutral, but then based off of their perception, okay, they are viewing it as whatever it is based off of a story that's going on within them. That's why I can look at the same thing as the homie and we might see two different things, because I have a story that scary movies are fucking funny as fuck, and my homie has a story that scary movies are scary. So we're looking at the same thing, but it's a different experience, okay? So you're looking at the thing in the 3D, and let's say it's an unfavorable thing, right? But you're labeling it as unfavorable because that's like a dominant belief or thought process that you already have going on within you. So that's why you're labeling it as whatever the fuck, okay? So what is the story that you immediately jumped to when the neutral thing happened, right? So let's say you chilling, okay, all of a sudden there's like a tiger in front of you, okay, there's a tiger in front of you. What is going to be your first thought, okay? Like, oh shit, like what's, like, it might be shock. Let's just go with that. Or maybe it isn't for some of you, but for some, oh shit, shock. Why? Because you have a program that tigers are vicious or whatever, and you go with that, okay? So that's going to be the initial thing. You're not thinking, oh, I want to pet it. Unless some of you are, then hey, that's your dominant story. But you see totally two different things right there, right? So something happens in the 3D. You can always tell what your dominant story is by your immediate like go-to. Like, what is this? Is this something bad? Is this something good? Is this something neutral? Do I not care? What am I noticing about it? That's where you're at dominantly in that sector of your experience, okay? Because it came up naturally. It was the first thing. It wasn't something that you had to think about. So if it's something that's unfavorable, you might feel discouraged because you're looking at something that you labeled unfavorable, and because you have the program that the 3D is like solid, okay? It's not really a liquid reality. It's just a fucking solid thing that you can't fucking move. You might notice yourself that the story becomes even more solid within you, because you're like, oh, this is fixed, this is set in stone, blah, blah, blah. And then what happens? You're creating that, right? So you want to stop yourself right there and just say liquid fucking reality, okay? If I'm looking at this, that doesn't mean that it means something negative. That doesn't even mean that it means something positive. That means that it's liquid reality, and liquid can be fucking vaporized, okay? And how you vaporize the thing is you look at it differently, and you're like, okay, this is a circumstance. Well, at first I labeled it as this, but what is something more favorable, okay? What is something more favorable? You could go right to the end. You can say, I already have what I want, this doesn't matter. Or you could just give it a better meaning. Okay, the tiger in your path, thank you for the gifts. The tiger in your path, oh shit, that motherfucker look hungry and I'm looking like a snack. Or you could be like, oh, that's weird. That must be a glitch in the matrix. What the fuck would a tiger be doing out in the middle of the fucking road, in the middle of the fucking day, in the middle of the fucking city, right? That was a glitch. You close your eyes and then you look, the tiger's gone. It was like your imagination, whatever the fuck it is, okay? So you're going to think of something that is more favorable, no matter what it is. You're going to say liquid reality, I'm going to turn to something more favorable. And then you're not going to waver from that story. You're not going to deter from it. Or you could just say, you know what? That's what it is. I'm not thinking about this again moving forward, okay? Because you're looking a lot in like the video that I posted yesterday, okay? Can you talk on collective consciousness? How does it work if we're all God in our reality? Okay, thank you, Shelly. Let me just finish this thought and then I will address that. So if you are too busy looking at the 3D, okay, or you might even be, you might be labeling it as something that's immobile, okay, something that cannot be moved, from whatever story you have. Even if you assign a better meaning to it, okay, yes, assign the better meaning, or just simply say it's done, that has nothing to do with me, forget it. But don't, for the love of everything fucking holy, go in and be like, well, but if I'm manifesting, I'm creating my own reality. Why did I create this? How did I create this? What did I do something wrong? Whoa. My dude, stop. You know what you're doing right there? It's great that you want to question things and figure out the answers, but guess what? If you're trying to question, figure out where you went wrong because something showed up in the 3D that you labeled as unfavorable, when in reality it's really neither favorable or unfavorable, it's just there, you're dwelling in the 3D circumstance, hence perpetuating them. So I suggest to everyone not to look at the 3D or question it or wonder, why did this happen? How is this supposed to change? No, because you're looking at the 3D when you want to look at the thing that you are immersed in, period. Okay? Okay, Shelly, so the collective consciousness, how does it work if we're all God of our reality? So if we're all God of our reality, right, doesn't that mean that everyone has creative power? Yes, they do have creative power, but only in their realm, okay? They do not have creative power in your realm whatsoever. So they would essentially have the same power, governance, authority over their realm, but what is going on in their mind, okay, is what you are dictating for them, because it's like they're playing the game too, right? We're all in, I don't know, Call of Duty, okay? You like, right? Isn't Call of Duty the one where you have multiple like homies in the fucking chat and you like yelling at them and shit, right? And then you have the homie in there and the homie is playing, right? And you're playing, right? So you want to think of it like that. We're all in the interactiveness of playing, okay? And then in your realm, you cannot see the screen that your homie is directly broadcasting out because they're having their own experience, right? You can say, I know what's going on in his experience because he's in the game too, but he has no power. He can't see what you have going on in the screen of your experience in your mind. Okay, he cannot. He does that over things that he governs in his reality, because you're both in the same game. You're interacting with each other, but you like only have the governance over your own screen. Okay, so in your own screen, you're playing the game. You see homie, he is bound by what you are observing of him, because you can only see through your screen, right? So now you're saying, oh, homie is in this game too, and that's my buddy, we get along so amazing, whatever the fuck, right? He cannot think against that. So in his reality, however he's interpreting it, because he has no free will in your experience, he's just picking up, oh, like, yeah, this dude is chill, like we always be on the game together, whatever, our UAV is online, whatever the fuck they say. I don't even know if anyone still plays Call of Duty, okay, but whatever, they're in there, oh yeah, this is cool, whatever. And that's how they're thinking, like metaphorically, from the video game set point, okay? So whatever experience they're having, they're playing the game on a whole other sphere of consciousness. Okay, so they are you pushed out, and they're having their own experience, but you cannot view even if you're viewing them as God in their reality. Yeah, they're having their own experience. They still cannot be God over your reality, because even if you're thinking that about your friend or neighbor or whoever, right, whatever you think about them, it's still coming from you. However you perceive them, it's still coming from you. They're not doing anything. And when everyone is having this experience, it can look like motherfuckers have free will and they're doing their own thing, right? Because there's so many different like personalities and ways of expression out there, right? But you would not come in contact with that person, right? Because remember, they're having their own, they're tapped into the field as well, right? You're all playing the same game. You're all in the avatars running through Call of Duty, okay? But you're all tapped into the same game, okay, in the avatars, because that's the game. Let's just call it Earth Matrix, okay? So everyone is in there having their own exploration of the Earth Matrix, okay? But everyone is given full control over everything, but it can look like someone else has free will, because they're running around the game too, right? Unless they're an NPC, and that's a whole other topic, which is not about manifestation. It's just, it is what it is. But they're in the game too. They're having a conscious experience, but they're only looking through their lens. They cannot look through your lens. And because your lens, you are the one that's powering up your experience in the matrix, okay? You are plugged into that. You are the only source of power. So you could be aware and say, okay, they're having their own experience. Oh, I wonder what his experience is like. And then you can't wonder, you just predict it, because it's like automatic. You are spilling your fucking thoughts into this person's consciousness, because you're all connected to the same thing. But when you are the one observer, there's only output, right? You're just projecting onto everything. So it's like you're looking at it from your scope of vision only, okay? However they're looking at it, it's still coming from you. I don't know if that makes sense, because someone is going to be like, okay, well, what if this person, you're saying you're manifesting a person, what if they don't want you? Okay, well, yes, they're having their own experience. So it might look like they're doing their own thing or whatever, right? Because they're traipsing through the matrix doing as they do, but they cannot manifest anything in your realm, because they're receiving from you, right? Just like XYZ, ABC, all your surroundings are receiving it from you, because it's only output, right? You're powering it up by your awareness of the thing, of your focus on the thing, but it's not the other way. It's like they're not giving you energy, they're just there. But because you put the output and they happen to have whatever experience is going on with them that they're in resonance with, they were just magnetized to you neutrally. So that's why if you're saying you're manifesting someone that doesn't want you, what they already had in their conscious experience was a match with what you were sending outward, which is why they were magnetized to you, okay? but you are already labeling them as you're manifesting them, but they don't want you, right? So then they're picking that up. Oh yeah, but I don't want them, but I don't want them. So however they're interpreting it from their experience, they're just gonna go with that, okay? But it's still coming from you, because they're not giving you that signal back, because they can't, because they don't have control over your server. Only you have control over your server. So the reason why you might encounter individuals, and some might seem like they're in resonance, you're like, okay, but if they weren't having their own consciousness, and how come they did this, how come they did that? Because you had beliefs in your system, either about that type of person, or a person in relation to you under that bracket of relationship, whatever. All the coworkers are like this, all the neighbors are like that, whatever. You always get ghosted. I don't know, whatever you had going on, right? Because they're having their own experience, right? So maybe there's someone in their reality, yeah, they always ghost everyone, and that's how they're viewing themselves, but you are just saying ghosted, ghosted, ghosted. So that was where the common denominator was. That was where you intersected, because the energy was similar and you magnetized them to you. But to them, okay, they don't know what is going on, because they, like I'm not going to tell you what's going on in anyone else's consciousness, like exactly, like I don't know, like the exact thing, because I'm not in their suit. If I want to project something and say, oh, this motherfucker always thinks of me, this motherfucker jerks off thinking about me, that motherfucker thinks I'm cool as shit, whatever the fuck I want to say about someone, that is gonna be true, okay? And then it's just gonna gravitate towards me, but they cannot do that back, because I'm only in my mind, right? And I'm only in my mind. I can only observe them through that lens, but it's only an output, because I'm the one that's charging up who they are to begin with in my experience, because I'm in resonance saying this motherfucker's in love with me. So a motherfucker who's in love with me has to present themselves. But to them, it looks like that they, whatever, were doing that, right? And then they were magnetized to me, because there's a like resonance, but it only goes one way from the observer's vantage point. Yes, all oneness, it's all one mind. It's like all connected to, everyone's hooked up to the VR game, but you can only charge up and power up your experience by your consciousness on it. So if you're interacting with someone in the game and you're saying, oh, this person's my friend, that's what it's going to be. So whatever they're experiencing, ain't nobody know, ain't nobody give a shit, because they're having their own thing. But to you, since you're giving everything power, and you are the only power, because the charge of the game is coming from your consciousness. Okay, this is not a game that we plug into the fucking USB and fucking play. It's not the game that we fucking download and then we plug the computer in and then the computer powers up the game. No, it's powered by your consciousness. That's the plug, right? That's why what they talk about, okay, when someone is on life support, let's just say, and motherfuckers start talking about, oh, we're gonna pull the plug, right? Yeah. You pulled the plug, boom, no more consciousness, no more life. You cannot give things life if you're not plugged into the fucking thing. That's why they call it plug in. That's my opinion. That's just what I came to the conclusion of right now. I'm not saying that's a fact or anything. It's for entertainment purposes, but it makes fucking total sense to me. That's why they say pull the plug. Because when you have that consciousness, when your vessel is alive, whatever, you're plugging in the like you're plugged in, so your energy is giving the matrix life. So when someone is unplugged, okay, that means they're no longer giving the matrix life. They're unplugged from the system. They logged out of the game. The game is not being charged by a fucking power cord. It's being charged by consciousness. That's I don't know where the fuck that went. Holy moly, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Shelly. I hope that answered your question in a way that was palatable to you and everyone in the chat. I was just running. I was just seeing shit. It's, to articulate, it's like, ah. You love my bindi on. Thank you. So I don't know where that went, but basically, yes, it's all one. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you so much, Bronze Goddess. over the past 2-3 weeks, you've been listening to my lives, you can see the changes. Hell yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Good for you. Congrats. So, I just want to make it clear, right? All one consciousness. If everyone is having their own reality, that just means you're all plugged into the same game, but the other participants in the game do not have access to your control panel. Fuck yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Okay. So, wow, this is just fucking flowing now. So let's say you are manifesting money, right? So like, let's think of in the games, there's different missions, okay? There's a different mission. So the mission in the game, okay, is like money, right? The money mission, okay? So whoever is in the game that's in resonance with money, their mission in that moment is to go to the point in consciousness in the game where money is located, right? Because remember, it's consciousness. It seems like you're moving through the 3D, but you're really moving through levels of consciousness. The money thing is activated, right? It's activated for you. It's activated for like whoever else is going there, right? In their consciousness. So then you're manifesting money, and then guess what happens? Someone wins the lottery or whatever, then they decide to donate it to your LLC or some shit. I don't fucking know, okay? Whatever, right? But do you see how the two paths, like, because it's one consciousness, the money adventure was lit up in both of y'all fucking psyches, okay? And then both of y'all motherfuckers were like, okay, boom, you gravitate towards that level of the game, that money place, that money awareness thing, okay? This person, money, yeah, they won the lottery, but they have nothing to do with it. So they see that you have a business, and yeah, I'm gonna donate to your fucking LLC. Here you go, boom, start it up, I don't care, boom, right? You were just in resonance with money, and so was that person from their own perspective, how they're powering up their matrix, and that's why you met them, okay? But you still, from your perspective, you say, I want to manifest this money to open my business. So someone in the game, because the game is you, had to come in and fulfill that. That's really what it is. I mean, so... Yes, people are all just vessels carrying our assumptions. That's very true. I mean, the thing is, like, what I would like to add to that is, like, we're piloting the vessels, but, the thing that we have is our awareness of the assumptions, right? Like, we're not our assumptions. Our body is not our assumptions. There's the awareness in them that we get to experience through that 3D faculty. So if we have a lot of great assumptions going on, then that's what we're going to experience through the vessel. But we were already tuned into that, like, beyond anything that the body could understand. It's just that we want to experience this in added sensations rather than, just pure consciousness. Or at least that's kind of like, my interpretation of it. Like, everything is an assumption, right? But it's like, what assumption are you in resonance with? And then you might be gravitationally pulled towards that. Not that gravity is a fucking thing, but you know what I mean? You're kind of magnetized towards that thing because it was illuminated in your psyche. And it's like, okay, boom, here's this level over here. Do you want to experience this? And then you go there, and others who are in resonance with that same assumption are already there. Like in a physical way, in a metaphorical way. Just like the thing that I said about you can't meet your fucking homie at the beach if you at the ice skating rink. It's like the same thing. I know you get me, Shelly. Hell yeah, I love you. What do you think about people that have a God complex? I mean, I don't... Everyone is God of their reality. I don't know if you're like, what does a God complex mean to you? Someone who's considered egotistical or narcissistic? Because everyone is God of their reality, but typically people that have a God complex or have some sort of arrogance or whatever, typically that would be more from the ego. It wouldn't be like knowing everyone is God, everyone is creator of their experience. It'd be more from like ego, like, ha ha ha, I know more than you, right? Which, I mean, again, the ego is defending that story, but more of in an antagonistical way than a peaceful one. Hey. Yeah, and you know, the ego is not bad. It's just like, okay, like if it's like on overdrive, that can also repel shit too, you know, because true neutrality is just everyone and everything is all at once. There's no ego, like I gotta prove myself, right? It's just kind of like knowing. Your message, energy, and vibes are immaculate. So glad you manifested me. Aw, thank you. I'm glad that you manifested me into your reality. I'm glad that manifested you into my reality. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining. Hey, Ashley. Thank you for the gift. Yes, exactly, Shelly. The ego is doing its job. We don't have to listen to it all the time. No, because even in like the pure God consciousness state, like a deep meditation or whatever, your ego is not activated. It's just there. It's like a guard dog, you know, and a guard dog can be beneficial, but a guard dog can also keep other things away too. You know what I mean? So it's like how anyone is looking at that, you know. Ooh, I forgot that I had like another sippy cup over here. I'm so excited. What should I put on now? Okay, cool. I just wanted to change the let's see. If what? In 3D, your ex said she wants to be straight while she was a les when she was with you. Why does it matter what she says? Okay, she said that. You're the one that can accept that as true or not true in your reality. It doesn't matter what she said or why she said it. If you want her to be a certain way, then that's what you're going to say, because those are the memories you have with her. And if you're bringing all the positive memories now and saying, well, I know she doesn't mean that because this, and that, that's it. You are the Lord and there is none else. It doesn't matter. This is kind of like with... to any question what anyone says in the 3D or what you see in the 3D, it's all neutral, right? Liquid reality. Okay, but you're the one that still has to accept it. Is this true or is it not true? You know? How do you manifest dream apartment quickly? You just say it's already done now and know where it is you want to go. There's no time. So theoretically, anyone manifesting anything would not want to be focused on time. Liquid reality is profound. Neville would be proud. Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I mean, maybe it's been said before. It's just like, I like the way it sounds. Liquid reality. I'm gonna make like a rap song about it. A collective belief is that manifestation. Technically, everything is a manifestation. But there are some collective beliefs that are like dropped into the matrix here, in my opinion, to instill fear or whatever the case, right? Just like in Super Mario, the belief, even when you weren't seeing him, was that Bowser was King Koopa and he's, you know, doing all this funky shit, okay? And then... your fear of Bowser, you're like, right? So like anyone who's playing the game of Mario, they're like, oh, I want to beat Bowser, right? Because it's like part of the parameters of the game. So some collective beliefs, in my opinion, are there just as like parameters of the game. Okay, this is how we're gonna kind of keep the game under control, so that they believe that they believe that it's real. But you know, the thing is, like, I was debating, I don't know if I should even get into like more of manifestation from like an occult esoteric perspective, because it just from what I've seen, just from what I've experienced, the key to living as God on earth and escaping the matrix mentality in your mind while still being in a vessel, the keys are given in clues. Okay, like manifestation is very real, but part of the game is to keep that hidden. It's to keep it hidden. The game is to trick you into believing that you are not God, and you win the game by living as God on earth. And the clues are given just like in the Super Mario, right? They have like cheat codes, right? If you ever tap in like Reddit cheat codes or whatever the fuck, okay? And it's just like, boom, it's like, but you got to go looking for that, right? It's not just in the game. You have to be the one to decide, well, how do I, advance in the game, right? So there's at a certain point, everyone is God, but the ones that have, because everyone's playing the game as God. You're God playing a fucking video game. At least that's what resonates with me. So everyone is in the game, but not everyone, number one, knows that they're in a game. Number two, you have to go looking for it. Okay, you have to go looking for the keys. And the keys have been laid out since like the fucking Sumerian civilization. Okay, that's what it is. And I mean, of course someone could say, oh, well, we don't even know if those things are real and blah, blah, blah. But like, there's too much information out there from what I've seen. There's cheat codes all in the game. This is what it is, like, for passed down, like, from, if you want to call like Earth's history, it's gone from the fucking Sumerians, which is the first known like civilization on Earth. Okay. And it's been going and going. All this knowledge is passed out. Knowledge is all around you in symbolism and things. But if you think that it's a game, you're going to call it a coincidence. Okay? I mean, if you don't think it's a game, you're going to call it a coincidence. If you know it's a game, then you see that they give you clues in the game. I really, and it has to do with manifestation, because the secrets are in plain sight. You're creating your reality. You are God, but the name of the game here is like God forgets for a little bit, or God is sleeping under a spell, and then you wake up from the spell and you're like, oh shit, I'm God of my reality. Oh, the clues were there the whole time how to do it. I got the cheat codes, and now I won the game. Because you've won the game when you are operating in the Earth Matrix, still in a vessel, without fear. That's it. Okay? You're operating as God in a body. And to operate as God, you have no fear, right? Because there can't be fear, because everything is all at once. So you're operating as this motherfucker who is God. You're piloting a vessel, but now you're operating from the God state, because you've broken through those levels of consciousness that were trying to fool you into saying that you weren't God. And that, in my opinion, from my perspective, is what it is. And there are clues all over the place. There's symbolism. It's in movies. It's in fucking books. I mean, even beyond Neville Goddard's Florence Scovel Shinn, it's just ancient. The fucking Bible, my dude, the Bible is right there. But it's marketed as a religious text in a certain way where they want you to take it literal, right? That's how it's marketed. But that's not what it really is. So that already, the Bible, all it means is the book. It doesn't mean anything fucking outrageous. It's just, here's the book. It ain't that serious, bro. If you read it from a different perspective, it's fucking there. And where'd the Bible get their fucking information from? Okay, the ancient Egyptians. Isis, Osiris, Horus. Okay, if we want to go into like Christianity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, is Isis, Osiris, and Horus. Before the fucking Bible was even written purportedly. Okay, all of this is there. And it's the same thing of telling you reality co-creation. Okay, even going back to the ancient Egyptians with Anubis. What does Anubis say? Anubis, may your heart be as light as a feather to enter the kingdom of fucking heaven. You're in the kingdom of heaven. Your heart is as light as a feather. You have no fear. That's the sensation of God. It's not like excitement. It's not fucking joy. It's just like you're free of fucking fear. You're free in the game. You're not bound by the beliefs and the assumptions. And that in my opinion is what the game is about. It's like you're God in a video game. The reality is liquid. You're getting what you think about, and the clues are hidden all around that you create your reality. How to escape the matrix. This is what it really is. It's not some crazy thing, you know. You're creating your reality. That's it. May your heart be as light as a feather. When you are at true calm and true peace and true neutrality, you're in the kingdom of heaven. Because there's nothing weighing you down. And yes, you might still be in a body, but when you're free of fear, like, I'm just, you know, this is like rhetorical, but like, how many of you can say that you're free of every fucking fear? Like, there's just no fear at all. There's no anxiety, there's no worry, there's no concept of time. You're just meandering along. How many of you can say that? Like, totally in every area of your life, free of fear. You know what I mean? Because if you can say that, and that's how you've been living your life, then you living as God on earth. You're living as God on earth. That's it. Because the only thing that is constant is your imagination, right? Everything is coming from you. So if everything is coming from you and you have a fear, what are you afraid of in yourself? What are you afraid of? It's all you. So you're afraid of something that's not even going on. A lot of times, I'm not saying everyone, but just in general, motherfuckers tend to be afraid of something. It's like, what's happening right now? I can assure you that all of you in the chat are doing well, because you're here in the chat. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a fear in the back of your mind about something that is not even going on right now. And you know how I know it's not going on right now? Because if it was, you would be handling that and you wouldn't be sitting in the chat. And then someone is going to say that they have a fear that the SP is with someone else and it's going on right now. Where is it going on, my dude? You right here in the chat, how are you going to sit there and tell me jack squat about SP and they're with someone else and that's going on right now? Where is it? Yeah, it's going on right now in your fucking mind, and that's all the proof you need, right? You know it's solid, it's happening. You can't see it, but it's going on now. It's very alive in your fucking mind. It's an unfavorable scenario, but it's very alive, and it's coming from you, but you can't see it, but you're afraid of it, and it's not even going on. Wow. Like, let's unpack this a little bit, because thank you, Shelly. There is nothing going on but in your mind. I fucking proved it. I proved it right there. I proved it right there. You're saying it's going on now. Yes, it is, because you fucking said it is. So you summoned that to your mind, and so now it's going on. Oh. So if you can do that, right, and there's nothing going on, right? What is there to fear if there's nothing going on aside from that what's in your mind? So why would you summon things that you're afraid of in your mind? Why would you think about them? Why would you bring it attention to your now moment and say, oh, okay. No, why don't you bring some good shit that, you know what, maybe there's no sign of it in the 3D going on now, but if you summon it into your mind, you're damn fucking for sure having that experience right now. Like, I mean, shit is so fucking trippy because there's nothing going on other than what's in your mind. So, I don't know, man. Maybe do some fucking cleaning of your mind. Cleanse your mind. Like, absolve yourself of all your fucking fears and live as God on earth. Because you can do it. And there's bits and pieces of the puzzle, right? But people sometimes, well, I'd say a good majority of the fucking time, motherfuckers come into manifestation because they want a quick fix or they want something instant, and then they get the thing, and then they think it's a done deal, but this is just the parameters of the game. And you came in to fix one area, okay, but then either you couldn't maintain it or the other areas are not. It's like it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. So why would you hold things that you fear in your mind, okay, when everything right now is fucking lit and amazing? Why would you even allow that? If you know that you get what you think about, and if you really understood manifestation, not from the mechanics of, I want to manifest a text message in 30 minutes. I mean, come on. I don't know, dude. You coming into manifestation for that, then I'd like to know how your journey is going. If you don't keep up with it in other areas that you're looking for a quick fix. SP stands for a specific person that someone is intended on manifesting, but here, you know what we're doing? We're saying that there's no specific person because they already have been fulfilled to the role that you assigned to them. So if it's someone you're interested in on a love of faculty, you're going to say, I'm already with them. They're already committed to me. There's no specific person. I'm the specific person because I'm the only thinker, and this person is committed to me. That's who they are. You won 3 bingo games tonight with Law of Assumption. Them old ladies were mad. Oh, shit. Hey, Le Toxique. Hello. Thank you for joining, girl. I love bingo. I've wanted bingo too. Bingo is so much fun. I don't know why motherfuckers shade it. Like, it is fucking fun. You got some drinks up in there too. Hell yeah. Good for you. Won bingo 3 times. You'll win some more. Fuck yes. It's so much better to be Delulu. Oh, Le Toxique, go ahead. Yes, DM me. Uh-oh, I see the laugh crying face. Oh, shit. I'm excited now. Hell yeah, Divine Shayla. I love bingo. That's so fucking amazing. Woo. They were probably like, yo, what kind of magic is going on right now? Like, that's what they were thinking. They were fucking probably shook. Oh, my God. Do I do one-on-one mentoring? Yes, I do. If you want to check the links in my bio for more information, feel free to do so. Literally just a journey on mastering the mind. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what it is. And like I said, you know, the clues are all around, and it's more than manifestation. It's a lifestyle. It's like keys to the matrix and living as a god on earth, you know what I mean? So like everyone who, you know, started on the manifestation thing to get one thing, like a quick fix, I suggest you really look at what's going on in your mind and see if you have any fears or anything in other areas of your life, because if you get what you think about and what you focus on, wouldn't you want to like have the most favorable shit possible going on in your mind? They were calling you lucky. It said you are the luck. Oh, I love that. Hell yeah, Divine Shayla. You are the luck. Fuck yeah. So it's really about just, you know, overcoming the third dimensional mind fuck trap, which is like, okay, yeah, well, you have to take the 3D seriously, but it's liquid reality. So what is there to take seriously? Keep in mind, I get what I assume. I get what I expect. I get what I know. That's it. It's showing up in the 3D show. Boom. Woohoo. Liquid reality. Yeah, that I said that. I said that earlier and I like it. I wrote that down. I'm going to start using that in my content because it is. It's like the way that I've even described it before was like, you know, waves, like the fucking quantum slit experiment with the waves. They change the shape of the wave by the observance. And the waves in the ocean, okay, it's like the same thing, right? So it's liquid reality. So I'm just like, ooh, waves in the ocean. Like, what do they tell you to do in the ocean? Okay, if you can't swim, You get on your back, you relax, and you fucking float, and the waves just keep you afloat, right? The waves are like, I fucking love the ocean, but that's what they tell you. So in the 3D, it's the same shit. What do you do if you're feeling overwhelmed? Oh, the 3D, oh no. You relax. You relax in the waves and you just chill. And the more you relax, the waves are going to carry you to more things that relax you, because now you're in a calm state of mind. So you're not trying to fight the waves, right? This is why for you to try to fight the 3D, it's like you're thrashing around in the fucking water and you're making it worse. Thank you for the gift, Sage. Thank you. So you just relax. Relax your minds. And the only thing that you have to do to remind yourself, you just say, liquid reality, this is malleable. I'm just gonna let the waves carry me where they need to go, because that's all you need to do, because it's waves. And if you would stop fighting the waves, fighting with the 3D, trying to analyze the 3D, if you would just be like, okay, well, it's done, so I'm gonna just let the waves carry me, I'm gonna relax, all is calm, all is settled, right? And then you're not thrashing in the fucking water. You're floating and you're being carried to the direction that you want to go regardless, because you stop fighting it. It resonates so much. Ooh, I'm so happy that you resonate. Yes, exactly, Shelly. Like, he tried bending the spoon and there is no spoon. It was all just him. It's all just him. I should probably revisit The Matrix. I haven't seen that one in such a fucking long time. But, you know, if everything is you, okay, and you understand that, not only on a level like, if I sit in the closet and affirm 8 million times I'm gonna get this thing overnight, sure, that could work. But if you really understand the mechanics of like reality co-creation, you're gonna want to go deeper than that and say, okay, do I have any other fears that might have been running in the background? Oh shit, maybe. And then you would want to fucking address those. Oh, you watched it, Shelly? Nice. Woohoo. Yeah, it is a good movie, especially like after you understand manifestation. Because I remember like the first time I saw it, I wasn't into manifestation. I didn't really understand. But then after, I was like, whoa. I was like, yeah, this shit is legit. And I love how in the beginning, it's like Neo follow the white rabbit or something. Like, come on. It's just, I love it. And that sort of is how reality works, at least the reality that I've experienced. Like, I've seen so many things that to me, I'm interpreting it as like clues or breadcrumbs. Like, okay, this is leading you here, that's leading you there. And like, you know, here's something that I would suggest, and I know that other people have mentioned this too, of course, like this is kind of common, but when you really place yourself in the main character energy, like what I do sometimes is I'm like, okay, so I'm the main character, I'm the star, so what's good? And like I picture like cameras on me, and I picture like motherfuckers watching, because I'm like, okay, what would the audience like be so entertained to see next, right? Because for me, I already have in my mind, and this is personal to me, you don't have to do this, but some of you might find a benefit from it. Like, I already have the movie genre that is playing out. I already have it in my mind what it is. So I'm expecting my audience, the theoretical audience, which is just me. I'm like, I'm in a movie, I'm the star, I'm gonna make this as magical as fucking fuck, okay? And then I'm like, boom, what can I create now to be even more magical? What can I create now to be even more magical? And I picture cameras on me, and I picture, and that's how I conduct myself, okay? That's how I conduct myself. I'm the main character. So I'm the main character. So what's going to benefit my main character right now in this story? Is it this? Is it that? This is what's going to benefit my main character. Okay, boom. That's what I do. Okay, and if I'm the main character and I'm also the director, no one can do anything outside of what I am saying that they're doing. I'm the main character. I'm the star of the show. Everyone loves me, right? I get along with everyone. My days are pleasant. My days are perfect. My days are peaceful. You know what I mean? Like, I'm having a good time because I'm saying this is the movie of my life that I'm living out. But like, I'm the star and I also get to direct it, and I direct it in my mind. Oh shit. And then I picture motherfuckers watching me. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna give them a great fucking show. That's what I do to hype myself up. Okay, you don't have to do this, but it's been talked about in the manifestation community that you're the main character, right? So why would you put anyone or anything or any circumstance above you if you're the main character, right? You're the star of the show. You say to the mountain move, and the mountain fucking skedaddles. You know what I'm saying? Like, the mountain ain't gonna try to fight the director and the main character because the mountain is just a prop. I mean, you have to think of it like that, you know? Christian, you are the main character and the director. You're the only conscious observer, so you are the main character because there's no one else who is thinking and observing for you. That's how you're the main character. And yes, you are the director too. Do you think focus or flow state is more important to change reality? I don't think I don't think either is more or less important. Again, that would be your perception of it and what you would perceive focus or flow state to be. From what I think you mean by that is focus, like your focus, I have it, it's done now, I have it done now. Whereas flow state, you're just kind of not thinking about it. I mean, you kind of need both. Your focus is the decision. Okay, this is what I desire to experience next in my vessel. I know that it is already done. Okay, boom. And then you let it go. It'd be like focus on the thing that you want, which means a decision, and then just let it happen. Because a lot of times, you know, individuals can get in their own way because they set the intention, but then they're too busy looking at the 3D, trying to analyze it, when you should really just be like, it's done. Okay. So it's really both. You focus on what you want, but then you let it, you just kind of flow, you know, like you let the waves carry you. Ooh, set it and forget it, enjoy the ride. Hell yeah, Shelly. I feel like the lighter, more fun you make this, the faster stuff just shows up. Yeah, exactly, because something can only be serious if you're labeling it as serious. And what is serious energy? It's like heavy, right? Whereas like carefree, light energy, you're just kind of flowing in the moment. And that's why a lot of times the desire shows up when someone, you know, doesn't think about it, because now they're not thinking about the desire, but they're in turn not thinking about the lack of the desire. So it already kind of drops resistance. You get impatient when things don't happen immediately. Hell yeah, same here. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But if something doesn't happen immediately, I've learned to be mindful with myself and just saying, yeah, it's done now. It's done now. So it can't be done immediately if it's already done, right? So it's kind of like two opposing energies. You want it like yesterday. Hell yeah, Shelly. That's what I'm talking. That's the Gemini. That's the Gemini Aries commonality. It's like we move fast. Like, bitch, you blink, you miss us. The fuck like that. We like lightning. And also, if you have an expectation of your desire to occur immediately, right? And I don't mean expectation like you're looking for it, but your dominant expectation is that you manifest things into 3D very quickly, then you're going to start to incorporate that belief as well, which is going to play out as true for you. Ooh, Gemini, you're very impatient. Yeah, like, we just like our shit immediately, or it's so fucking boring. Am I Gemini or Aries? I'm Aries. The similarities with Aries and Gemini, it's like, oh my god, this is so boring, I don't want to do this, I want this now, okay, I'm over it. Like, I am so like that. I am so like that. I mean, I also have Mercury in the 3rd house, which is like pretty strong Gemini influence on the way my mind processes things, but I'm like, yo, like if my shit wasn't like, you know what I mean, it should have arrived before I even knew that I wanted it. It should just present itself. So I'm like training myself. Ooh, you're Cancer. What is up? Cancers are cool. Cancers are cool as shit. I don't think they're as impatient as Aries or Gemini though. Aries and Gemini, we're like, no, we got to get this shit now. Ooh, your Gemini, Sun, Moon, Aries. Nice. Love that combo. Hell yeah. Oh, you are, Tay? Wow, okay. Well, if you're impatient, listen, you know, that just means that we already know it's done and our shit is here. So we're like, what the fuck? If there's gonna be any hindrance to the manifestation, it like, and you know it's done, impatience is probably like the best thing, because it means that you already are so convicted and your ego is so on board with the story that it's already done, that the ego is in disbelief, like, how is it not here? And I think that's a good sign, because you're not doubting that it's coming. You're just like, your ego is defending the story. Well, it's fucking here now, right? And then once you let that go, and I've done this, okay, I'm like, okay, you know what, I don't even care anymore. I let it go. Even for a moment, the thing has shown up within like less than 24 hours every time. But I mean, it's like a genuine letting it go and not caring. It's not like, oh, I let it go, oh, let me check to see where it is. No, it's like you're genuinely like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm bored, I'm over it. Boom. In less than 24 hours, for me, has always happened when I genuinely just let the impatience go. Do you think subliminal or sleep tapes are better for impressing? I mean, that's your perception of it. If you're doing sleep tapes in your own recording, that might be beneficial, because you can get as specific as you want to the thing you're manifesting, and it's your own voice, so your subconscious will recognize that. But you know, with subliminals, it's like, is your intention that this subliminal is gonna work, or is it not, you know? Yeah, you've used that not caring to your benefit and it just pops up. Exactly, Shelly. Exactly. Like, it's so trippy the way that works, but that has never failed, ever. It has never failed me. Every time that I genuinely was just like, you know what, fuck this, I don't even want this anymore, I don't care when it comes. It was, I'm telling you, in each and every moment, no more than 24 hours, the thing showed up. And sometimes within an hour. And I mean things that I had resistance to. And I'm like, oh. But again, it's not something that, in my opinion, can be forced. Because you can tell yourself you don't give a shit and you really do. It has to be genuine. Within hours, hell yeah. Would you ever make videos on your perspective of zodiacs? You'd be interested? Well, I do have some on my YouTube channel from like years ago. I'm pretty sure I do. I know I did. I don't know if they're still up there, but I know that I made like a whole bunch of astrology videos like a few years ago before I got into this. So it would be on my YouTube channel, but you'd have to go maybe search from oldest instead of like newest, because they've been up for a while, you know what I'm saying? The dropping has to be genuine, yes, because you can say I dropped it and then look for it 5 seconds later. Oh yeah, I dropped it, I don't care. But you do, it's like a sensation in your vessel when you truly just don't care. It's gonna kind of feel like relief. Like, you're just like, you know what, I've accepted that whatever, it might happen, it might not happen, I don't care. It's sort of like an acceptance. It's like a relief. It's just like, what, it's like you don't, I don't know how to describe it other than you don't care. And you don't care, like, you don't feel it in your body. You're just okay, whatever. And you need a little diamond on your face. Oh, you should definitely get one. Hell yeah. Done energy. Yes, exactly. because you can't, I mean, I don't know how someone can fake that. If someone can fake it or force it, I mean, okay, you know, that power to you. I have not been able to do that. I've never tried to fake it or force it. It's just, I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I don't even give a shit, you know, whatever. And then boom, it happens. But it's like, it feels like a total release of anything in your body. You're just calm. And I don't think you can really force being calm in your mind and your body at the same time. It just has to be. And I don't mean you're calm, I know it's done, I feel calm. No, I mean, you genuinely are like, you're checked out. You're not in the fucking chat. You're not even invested in it anymore. You're just like, yeah, I'm looking over here. And then boom, it swoops in. Exactly. Release control. Exactly. As it should be, Shelly. Always focus on you, because like, you're the most important, you know, you're the main character, you're the star of the show. You got to focus on you. And even with like individuals that are worried about like, what are the SPs thinking and doing, or what are the, you know what I mean? Like, if you were truly focused on the end goal, that same sensation of calm and peace and not caring what they're doing in the 3D, it would be upon you. It would just be upon you. Like, you wouldn't even care. Like, I don't know. And this is why I'm telling you, like, when someone asks, how do you not care? You can't, I mean, at least for me, I've never been able to force myself to not look at it. Where is it? Oh, I know it's done. I'm getting mad. Like, and what sped things along for me is like affirming in a forceful manner. Like, it's done. It's fucking done. It's fucking done. It's fucking done. But then in that moment of where I'm like, you know what? I know it's done. I don't give a shit. I'm not doing nothing. I let it go. And it was genuine. Then that's when it came in. So maybe if you want like a technique or a tactic, if you have impatience and you know that something is done, you would just, anytime it comes to your mind, no, it's done. It's done, bitch. It's done, motherfucker. It's fucking done right now. Why are you still talking to me about this shit? What do you mean? No. It's done. Like, I've full on went in there and I'm like, no, it's done. Fuck you. What do you mean I had to look for it? No, it's done now. That has propelled me to the place of not caring, of like kind of just like surrendering, right? But the affirmations weren't making me surrender, because I was still feeling that antsy fucking feeling, right? That like what the fuck? The affirmations helped to get me to the point where I'm like, you know what, fuck it. So maybe it's like kind of forcing a release. If you like pound it, like you robotically fucking affirming, you're like, it's fucking done, it's done, it's done, it's done. Maybe that forces you to surrender. But when you're robotically affirming like that, like you rabbits fucking and shit, that's not surrender. I'll tell you what, that ain't surrender. It could be a lot of things, but maybe that like burps the fucking surrender out of you. Like, you gotta like a few times and it's like boom, then you just surrender. Maybe that's the key energetically. I don't know. I mean, that's the thing that I've noticed, that if I've gotten super fed up, I robotically affirm, it's fucking done, it's fucking done. I don't even say this specific thing. I'm just like, it's done now, it's done now. I don't give a fuck, it's done now. Like, I've gotten mad. And then every time it comes to, I know it's fucking done now, shut up. It's done now, it's done now. No, it's done fucking now. That's it, right? And I know what the fuck I'm talking about, obviously, subconsciously, so I don't reaffirm the entire story. And then I've noticed maybe a day or 2 days later, I'm like, you know, fuck this shit. I don't even want this shit anymore. Whew. That's the release. So it could be that the surrender is natural, but it can be attained by like, you know, smacking around the energy a bit in your mind. I don't fucking know. I don't have the magic formula. I can only tell you from personal experience, and I can only tell you time frames that I have experienced, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you if you do that, it's going to happen, or when it's going to happen. I don't know. I don't even know about my, like, right, because we're always manifesting. So the things that I'm living now, I was manifesting a few fucking months ago, and now I'm living it. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, okay, the next few months, I'm like already setting the trajectory, right? I'm manifesting right now. Okay, I'm like, it's already done, it's already done, it's already done. And you keep going forward, right? So the things that I have in my awareness that are already made manifest, I'm not even thinking about that shit. I'm thinking the next step, what I'm dubbing the term one step beyond, named after the fucking sci-fi show in the fucking 50s, okay? One step beyond. So that the manifestation's already done. Now what's the next thing? Okay, it's this. So that's where my mind has been. I'm already one step beyond. I'm like, the things that I have already summoned are here now. Now let's do the next thing. I'm always going at it, right? Because I always want to fucking, pave the way energetically as the road is being built for me. It is done now. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Something with energy, once you shift energy. Yes, it definitely is not logical, but it has something to do with like the energy. Just like everything, right? Thoughts are energy, okay? Emotions are energy. It has everything to do with that, but I think it's like when people are impatient, it's kind of like they're like, it's still the ego, right? Like, well, I know this shit is done. Where the fuck is it? Let's be on the lookout with some binoculars looking for this thing, right? And then the second they put down the binoculars, the thing like swoops in over the fucking castle wall. You know what I mean? So it's like the shift in energy, in my personal experience, you cannot force not caring. You cannot force releasing it. You can do things to help it along, but you can, when you're relieved, you're relieved. I mean, seriously, you know what I mean? It's like, that's the feeling of it. It's just, you're good. You don't care either way. And then it neutralizes everything. And then the thing materializes. It seems like it's almost instant, like that reality just boom, drops out of nowhere. And you're like, wait, what? Like, and it's likely going to be when you stop caring or you're not thinking about it. It's like switching characters. It shifts your energy, if that makes sense. Ooh, what is going on? Releasing body tension, yes. Shifting characters, yeah, that's true, Shelley. You know why? Because really, now that I'm thinking about it, see, look how thought-provoking you are, Shelley. Ugh, love that. So when you said shifting characters, it's like, yes, because the identity of you that is impatient is not the identity of you that has it. It's two different energetic outputs that you're emitting. So if you're like, what the fuck, where is it? I know it's done. You're still in that identity of the one who's saying they know it's done, but they don't see it. Therefore, they still care. But the version of you that has it is just gonna feel neutral, like all the shit that you already have around you. So that's a different identity. You release it, boom. It just locks in at that moment, because now inadvertently releasing the burden of not having it, you have it, but you can't fake it. Like, I don't know. I've never met anyone able to fake a surrender. I mean, maybe they fucking can't. I don't know. Like I said, even in, which I think, you know what? I think I'm going to see if I can, I'm going to try it out. And if I figure out a magic formula that works for me, I definitely will share it. But I think there is something to, like, can you make the identity shift and surrender immediately so you can receive it immediately? Can you, like, force it? I'm going to see. The only thing that has worked for me so far to get me to genuinely surrender is if I was persistent in my mind, it's already done. And then I'll get to a point where I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I don't care. And then it happens immediately. But every time I always was just like very, very disciplined. It's already done. I didn't think against it. I didn't do anything. Ooh, thank you for the roses. And then the shift happened. But I don't know if there's something instantaneous, even though technically everything is instant. If I could just say, like, train my every essence of this humanoid energy output to just release at will. Huh. I have to write that in my notes. I'm going to conduct that experiment with myself. Release at will. Release at will. And this is not a technique. This is something I'm going to try out. I do want to clarify that. Release at will technique. Wow. Holy typo. Technique. Okay. Surrender. Resistance. If I figure out a magic formula, I mean, hey, that would be fucking amazing. But again, I wouldn't know if it would work for everyone because I'm me, right? So if something works for me, I can't promise it's going to work for everyone else, you know? Like magic, but like a gun going off, it really all is energy. I mean, hey, if you want to think of it that way, yeah, that's true. Switching into a playful siren type of energy. Hey, that sounds nice. Playful siren, hell yeah. No, I get it. It's like you're switching out the character and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to do this for a little bit just to have fun, and then it happens. I think that's kind of what you're getting to. Could consulting tarot cards distract you from the energy you want to embody for your desire? I mean, you're the operant power, so if you think that the tarot cards can distract you from that, then they will, but theoretically, everything is still your perception of it. So if you're looking at the tarot cards and you're like, okay, yeah, this is just gonna clarify something that I already know within myself, then you go with it like that. That's different than being like, oh my god, what are the cards going to say? Are the cards going to tell me that I can't have it? Like, do you see? You still have to conduct yourself as the operant power and the authority, even when participating in divination techniques. At least that's what I would recommend, because the divination techniques are all still you pushed out, right? So they're only going to show you back that which you have going on in your mind anyway. Your new favorite account. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Decide type shit again, all the energy. Yeah, and everything is energy. So, I mean, can you use tarot to confirm that it's done? I mean, here's the thing. To keep it 100, you shouldn't need anything to confirm it's done. You confirm it's done. You shouldn't need anything. Ideally, if you think you need to confirm it's done, then you're not there. So you got to figure that out. Thank you for trying to figure all this stuff out. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, yeah, the thing that I'm gonna see if I can figure out if there's a way to like force a surrender. I mean, the other stuff, a lot of it just came from experience. It wasn't like I was trying to figure out. It just kind of occurred. If you feel resistant, you'll do a spell, even though you know the power works because I believe in it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, even performing a ritual or something, like lighting candles or fucking taking a fucking bath or some shit, all of that, it's your intention behind it that's making it work. So if you feel the need to do anything in the 3D, not to get your desire, but just to kind of relax and feel good, then fucking do it. It's still, you're creating it, but if it feels good, like, hell yeah, look at the tarot card. You know what I mean? Cast the spell, do something if you're enjoying it, but don't do things from a place of fear, you know? What is the best way to ignore the 3D when it's showing the opposite? Well, number one, who said it's showing the opposite? Why are you perceiving it that way? You're gonna not look at it as showing the opposite, and you're gonna say, I don't know what the fuck happened there. That was a glitch because what I want is already here. That's, you know, you really can't entertain the 3D and expect that the desired reality is just gonna pop up while you're entertaining an unwanted circumstance. Liquid reality. That's, I guess, the word of the night here. Liquid reality. Fuck yeah. what do you do if you really want to make your parents not argue anymore? You're going to stop labeling them as people that argue and say they're always peaceful. Anything that is showing up to you in your 3D that you're not liking, you're just going to start perceiving it as the opposite. You're just going to be like, okay, well, it's like this now. You set the command and then you don't contradict it. Your hair was falling out and you did a spell and now it's going back. Hell yeah, good. I'm glad your hair is growing thick. Fuck yeah. Definitely. Glamour magic. I've heard of glamour magic. Isn't that something along the lines of like you cast like a shadow over yourself and you have other people perceive you as something, I don't know, like kind of like, to me, I liken it to like a chameleon type of thing, but I'm not too sure. Let's see if I have anything else interesting in my fucking notes here. I really like that liquid reality though. Woohoo. You would like to purchase the 7 days via WhatsApp. How can you convert the money? I'm not sure what country you're in. But it'll convert it automatically if you pay through Stripe with the credit card. And I have that linked there. Liquid reality is fire. Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is. I love it. I'm just looking at my notes here. Man, Shelly, ooh, thank you so much. You've given me so many thought-provoking ideas. I fucking love it. That's that Gemini mindset. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about there is no how it is done, okay? And that's what I wrote in my notes before I knew I was going to get on here. So there is no how, okay? Yo, your mind never stops. Same, girl, same. So you cannot think about how the thing is going to arrive. There is no how. Why? Because the thing is already complete. And that's when motherfuckers say, creation is finished. That's what they mean. The thing is done. Ooh, thank you for the jack-o'-lantern. You cannot do anything about the how, okay? The egoistic, logical monkey mind wants to focus on the how. So it's like, well, logistically, point A leads to point B, then point C, right? It's just trying to figure out, it's trying to problem solve, right? How do we get from here to there? But to your higher self, to the God state of manifestation, you don't need to worry about that because it's already assembled, okay? Thinking about the how from a logical perspective is not going to serve you, so I suggest you stop. What you want to do to take yourself out of thinking about the how is you place yourself in your now moment in the desired reality. You place yourself there in your mind and you say, okay, this is the experience that I'm having right now. It's so amazing. How do you place yourself there? You're like, I'm so lucky. I'm so wealthy. I'm in my perfect relationship. Everything is already worked out so many. You can visualize a scene. You could say it in your mind. Thinking about the how, it doesn't matter. Immerse yourself in the desire so immensely that you believe that the desire already happens, like it's like a memory. That's how you trick your mind into it. In a video, I once said to fully go delusional and it worked. Hell yeah, because the how isn't any of your concern. You get the IKEA furniture delivered to you and it's already assembled. Are you thinking about how to assemble it? No, because it's already assembled. You're just admiring it in its greatness. You're like, wow, look at this fucking desk. I don't fucking know. Okay, So if you're looking at your desire like, wow, like I have so much money. Wow, my partner loves me so much. Wow, I'm so fucking hot as fuck and sexy as shit. It's already done. You're admiring that. So the person, and I've spoken about this, I think in another live or another video, and you are like, you're so enmeshed in the desire that that's all there is. It's encapsulating you, and your mind is already tricked into saying, okay, because it doesn't know the difference between past, present, future. All it knows is the eternal now. It's just like everything is now, everything is now, everything is now. You're so immersed in it that there is no one left to desire the thing, because you are embodied in the thing. So where's the person to desire it? They are no longer present. And then the desire has no choice but to be there, because there's no one to desire it, because it just is. You're not desiring to be in the chat right now because you just are there. So where's the person who is desiring to be in the chat right now? Maybe they existed an hour ago or whenever before the fuck I hopped on here, but they don't exist now because you're in it. So that's how you don't think about the how. You just go into it like, and like I suggested with my other thing that I've been doing, one step beyond. So the thing that you want is already done. Now what's the next step? I don't fucking know, okay? You already got the money in your bank account. So what's the next step? You're going to buy property? You're going to buy cars? You're going to buy, what are you going to do, right? It's one step beyond. And that is also going to trick your mind into believing that the thing already happened. And if you believe that the thing already happened, that might cause you to surrender as well naturally. Because if you believe it already happened, you're not concerned when is it going to happen, because you're already so seduced into the idea that it already happened. Like you hypnotize yourself. Because that's what this is, right? Greek word hypnos, and I don't know how to pronounce anything Greek, so forgive me if I said that wrong, but hypnos, right? It means sleep. So like like I said, you're here. Okay, it's a dream. It's a dream, and you're sleeping. You forgot that you're God because you're dreaming, okay? You're dreaming, but you don't know that you're dreaming because you're asleep, hypnotized. So you're asleep, so you're able to go into that hypnotic state in your mind, because theoretically a part of you is asleep in here. So you're able to give it the hypnotic suggestion, this is what I already experienced. Oh, but I'm sleeping because I'm in the matrix, and a part of me is believing this real, and that's the part of me that's sleeping. So if I'm sleeping, I'm under hypnosis from my own self, and I can program myself to do whatever the fuck I want. So it's the same thing. Your mind, because it's partially sleeping, okay, does not know the difference whether things are really happening now, whether they happened in the past, whether they happen in the future. Ooh, thank you for the gift. As long as you're thinking about them now, to your mind, it's happening right now in real time, because now is the only moment there is. Have I ever experienced glitches in my reality? Yes. I've experienced many fucking weird things. And things that I'm like, okay, this is definitely a fucking game. I've seen a lot of things. Why does 3D take a while to validate? Because you have that assumption. Look at what you just said. Why does 3D take a while to validate? Well, now start saying to yourself, why is everything that I want manifest so quickly into my 3D? That's how you change the assumption. Striving. Cease striving and know that's yours. Exactly. Because the individual who is searching for the thing is not the one who has the thing. They're two different entities. Like your character shift, Shelly. The glitches are fun sometimes. Yeah, the glitches can be fucking trippy. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, it's just something I noticed. Like, oh, okay. Someone changed their appearance by manifesting. Yeah, I mean, manifesting, like I said, it's not just for one area, it's for every area, because you're always manifesting. So you can do that, you know. Ooh, I've helped you learn so much. Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Okay, that makes perfect sense. I love how you admit every little doubt you have. I have no idea what this is, what you're referring to there. I'm not sure if you're talking to me or someone in the chat, but okay. I don't even remember what I just said a minute ago, so if you want me to expand on that, please clarify. Ooh, what the? I don't know what is happening here. Now I got some pop-up. Okay, why do I have a pop-up? Alright, well, I'll just wait for that to go away and I'll change my song. Okay, now we're back in the chat. You think appearance is the hardest to ignore in the 3D? I mean, then that's your assumption about that, so that's how it's going to play out for you. So you would definitely want to find a more favorable way to look at it. You've been seeing multiple yous in the room, sometimes doing all different things. It's wild. Oh my god, Shelly, for real? Yo, that's kind of fucking fire. Like, I mean, no joke. Like, you're seeing multiple yous? Hell yeah, I love it. There are multiple yous. There's always infinite versions of self, as they always say, right? Isn't that like the thing that they say? Different realities, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's really crazy because who I am now, actually, like, I met this person when I was a fucking child, and it's so weird. And now I've come to the realization, like, I was talking to this person, and I saw this person, and this person was me. And I'm like, yo, that's just so fucking trippy. Like, looking exactly the same, like, the same mannerisms, the same, like, I don't know, mystical way of approaching things. And I knew who this person was when I was a child, but I just didn't know that it was me. So I was like, I was tapping into this reality from then, which means that time is not linear, because how was I able to tap into this version of me? You find it a bit difficult to write in English? I think your English is perfect. It's like, oh my god, what is happening here? I keep getting these pop-ups. Okay. It's like entering different dimensions or something. Yeah. It is. It really is. And I think it's more common than people realize. But like, if people talk about this, like, oh, I saw different versions of me, like, you know, it's not spoken of like so commonly where it's mentioned everywhere, right? Like, you would maybe mention it to someone close to you, or, you know, with others that you know are like-minded, but it's not broadcast on mainstream, right? Like, oh, there's infinite versions of you and you're creating reality with your fucking mind. Hello, but still get a job and slave away for the system. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not taught. So, like, I think many people do experience this, but a lot of them are just not speaking about it because it's not mainstream, and they're like, what if I say this? Are they gonna think I'm weird, right? So I think definitely, you know, like, all of these experiences, right? Glitches in the matrix, seeing infinite versions of selves, meeting future selves, and all of that is very real. It's just, it's not talked about a lot. It's not like super mainstream, you know? Oh, my content has helped you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I'm glad that you find resonance over here. Hell yeah. That is what I'm talking about. Your friend was like, huh? She thinks I'm mental. Oh my God. I mean, you know what, to be honest, if I told that to any one of my friends, they would just go along with it, because that's how far, like, I'm super out there. Like, ain't no one even gonna think I'm mental. So maybe just, get them used to it. Like this is how reality works. Like, you know, there's infinite versions of you too. Get them normalized to the idea. Because I mean, it's natural, it's happening. I'm sure, you know what, I'm sure your friend has had experiences like that, but she just, you know, is not talking about it, right? And she's like, oh well, oh shit, you know what, Shelly is kind of right, I've had that experience. Oh, but I'm not going to say anything because that's not mainstream or whatever, right? You know. You binge watch my content. Oh, thank you. Glad you enjoy the show. Just to get them into your head. What? Wait, I didn't see that first. You bought a new notebook and wrote down my video. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I'm so happy that you're enjoying the content. I'm glad that, you know, you resonate with it and are getting some insights from it. You listened to me on the way to work, on the way back home. Ah, glad you enjoyed the content. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining the chat, Nicole. What was it? Have you changed someone's closed mind perspective by challenging to manifest? I'm not sure what you mean by that. If you want to clarify. Ooh, you always catch me when I'm online. Hell yeah, it's meant to be, Nicole. Thank you for being here. How important the present moment for manifestation? I mean, it's the only moment you have. So the present moment is what you make of it. It's always important because it's all you have. You know what I mean? Oh, you listen to my YouTube when you take a bath, so relaxing and you learn. Hell yeah. Glad you get to relax to my videos here. In Italy, there's a lot of ignorance on the subject, and few creators are able to talk about it in a healthy way. I mean, I don't know, you know, I don't have any experience with like manifestation coaches or how that works in other countries or people that just talk about the subject, but you know, there are some people that maybe are talking about manifestation, but they're not really knowing the full extent of it. Like, you know, and there are plenty of people that do, of course, right? There are plenty of creators that like know manifestation, but like the ones that are saying, okay, your SP will text you during this video, like and comment, like, no, dude, that's just, what is that? Like, in my opinion, people who are doing something like that, maybe it's good for their business or their online presence, but that is not how manifestation works. Like, so whoever is talking about it is going to tell you, if they know what they're talking about, they're going to say, yeah, your SP might text you during the video, but they might not. And it's not dependent on me. It's dependent on what you believe. Hey, Icon. Woohoo. Early morning. Oh, before sleep. Oh, shit. What's that? You're Australia? I think you said Australia. I don't know what time it is there, though. If that is where you're from, I believe it is, but... like a friend that has a closed mind, you challenge them to manifest once and they finally believe. I've never, listen, I don't challenge anyone to do anything that they're not comfortable with. That's just not me. If I have someone who doesn't believe in it, okay, I mean, I'll still see evidence that they manifested things in their experience, but I'm not going to force what I know upon someone who doesn't accept that or won't accept that, right? Because the Kabbalion states, the lips of wisdom are closed aside from the ears of understanding or whatever. So if someone is not into that, I'm not even going to bother because, oh, okay, that's how you live in your life. And I accept that. I'm not trying to force anyone to believe shit. I've never done that. 4:27 in Ireland, Shelly. Oh, snap. So I don't know if that's late or early for you. Woohoo. Lithuanian. Icon, I thought you were in Australia. You're in Lithuania. I'm getting so confused. But yeah, I think in the UK now, I think it's, well, depending where you are, it's like it's like a super early morning there. Well, it's evening over here, so. Oh, you're in Lithuania. Why did I think Australia? Oh my god. Lithuania. Okay. Holla, Lithuania in the heezy. UK is the same as Irish time. Okay, yeah, the UK, like I know more of like Western EU is like they have a time zone, and then as you go like further east, I think like towards I don't even know what geography, like the Eastern European, I think it's a different time zone there though, right? It's like further ahead. Whoa, oh my god. Wow, oh Poland, holla. What is up? You don't go to sleep till like 5 a.m. Hey, if that's what's working for you, if it ain't broke, why fix it? And time doesn't exist. So technically it doesn't matter like where any of us are because we're all here now. You see even more confirmation that now is the only moment that exists and time is not real. I have my straw that's making fucking funny noises again, but it's all good because I love this mug. Time is an illusion icon, Hayes. Hell yeah. Night Owl Club. Yeah, I love it. I love being up at nighttime too. Like, I am not a morning person. I've never been a morning person. Well, it's 5:30 in the morning in Italy. Oh my god, so everyone here is a night owl. You just didn't go to sleep. I fucking love it. I love the nighttime. I love it when it's dark. It's like super peaceful and like most everyone is sleeping. So it's just it's so lit. I feel like it's like a separate realm of my own. Do you manifest to water? You love speaking to water? Yeah, you can do that. I mean, that experiment that I think his name was Dr. Emoto or something, where he was like, he had these things where he placed the different waters in the cups. Then he like spoke lovingly to one, he spoke hatefully to another, and one he just left alone. And the differences in the water were like categorized or something. So yeah, I definitely, I mean, anything that you set an intention for is going to work, right? So if you set that intention and you're conducting that experiment, holy shit. I just thought of something else. That water experiment, okay? With that water experiment, whoever was conducting that experiment, it was kind of like the double slit experiment in the quantum fucking whatever, right? The quantum double slit experiment. The water experiment was similar because if you're saying that I'm going to test the differences of these waters by speaking differently to each one, whoever conducted that experiment already expect the observance of those waters to be different. That's why he conducted the experiment. So he created that too with his mind. So the water shape shifted according to what he expected it. It's not because the water shape shifted, is because he fucking did that, right? And then he called it research, but he was still the observer. So yes, the research was true, but it was also true what he expected to see. Interesting. The name of the experiment, if you look up Dr. Emoto, I'm not sure. I think this was like years, like in the fucking 50s or something. And you just say the water experiment. All science results shaped by expectation and intention, observing intelligence. Yeah, that is so true. Often sense spirits at night. Ooh, I love it. I was just gonna say, you know what's so funny, Shelly? When I read sense spirits, I was gonna say I love it, and then you said I love it in the fucking sentence. That is so fucking amazing. Yeah, I think I had a fucking spirit visitor last night. Like I literally saw a fucking shadow figure And I was like, okay. And I started talking to it. But then again, my mind maybe was expecting to see that, right? So then I created that. Because you are more... Hell yeah, Shelly, twinning. You are more still and calm, but the night isn't necessary. Ooh, that's true, Icon Haze. That could be very true. It's like what we expect, right? Because if we are expecting the nighttime to be more calm and that's our perception, that's what it's going to be. Good point. Holla. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I mean, all of these things is just, you know, everything is based off of our perception. Because I'm sure there's some individuals who don't believe in spirits and they're not going to have any encounters like that. Or if they do, they're going to call it a coincidence. Your live stream is giving a lot of support. Aw, thank you. I'm glad you're here. They come to support and bring messages. Yeah, I mean, if that's your belief, then that's what's playing out for you, you know. And like me, I believe in all this stuff. I've experienced it to an extent where for me not to believe it, it wouldn't even make sense in a logical faculty. Like, I've had so many interesting experiences, but again, I'm open to it, you know. You have a lot of history of witches in your city. Oh, Shelly, are you serious? Oh my God, I love that. I absolutely love that. Hell yeah. You were just watching me on YouTube, so happy to catch me live. Well, I'm happy you're here. Thank you for joining. That's true. I think everyone has magical powers, but they just don't really see that they have magical powers, or they're not open to it. You know what I mean? Ooh, it's known as the medieval city of Ireland. Oh, I love like medieval stuff. Oh my God, I absolutely love it. I love those like castles and shit with like the dungeons, and like I would go on like field trip excursions on my fucking iPad and just research medieval shit. I love it. I fucking love it. This sermon well, this is going on YouTube, so if you want to check YouTube to catch it, it should be up within a few days, even though time doesn't exist, but you know what I mean. I would love it there. There's a huge castle, right? Oh my God, are you serious? Yeah, I've always been like fascinated with that type of stuff. I really don't know why. It's just, I don't know, I believe in past lives too, so maybe I had a past life and I was like some medieval person. I know I definitely was around during the fucking time of the plagues, like whatever, if you want to go with that story, but because I've always had a fascination with that too, like the plague doctor with the fucking, the beak. Oh my God. That is the sexiest outfit. Like, I absolutely love that. Like, oh my God, please put on a plague doctor fucking beak and a long, like, robe and just, oh my God, I love it. I've always had that. Ooh, Tartaria. I've heard of that one too. I've been getting a lot of videos about Tartaria on my feed. And that's purportedly what, like, it was the civilization that was here that they're trying to cover up, right? With the mud flood or something. It was sold for €1. Wait, what? What was sold for €1? Oh my God. Okay, I don't know what. The castle was sold for €1? I don't even know what is, I don't even know what's going on in the chat. I think I kind of missed that for me. We're talking about medieval, and then we started talking about, the castle. Okay, got it. Now we're back on track here, because, you know, I segue into different things. Oh, the equivalent of €1. Okay, cool. Tartarian buildings in NYC. Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. But like I don't know what I'm like super not familiar with Tatari. I mean, I've heard a little bit of it, but I don't know if I'd be able to like speak on it in depth. I'd have to do more research. I mean, it is a fascinating topic, but I've been getting those videos too out of nowhere, and I'm like, I haven't even looked up anything like that, but I've been seeing that a lot. You've got heaps of old cathedrals too. Oh my, old cathedrals are fucking lit though. Like they really are. Like even that one in was that big one that's always getting posted on here? The one in Germany. It's like huge. I mean, this is like a beast of a cathedral. It's fucking huge. I love that. Ooh, Cathedral Ether Harvesting Center. Yeah, I could totally see that. Lots of wordplay in what's going on behind the scenes in there. Yes, that one in Cologne. Ooh, you'll send me a picture. I'm so excited, Shelly. Thank you. I'm very excited to see this. And I think like places like that do have a lot of like they can be energetic portals as well. You know, because there's just, even with manifestation, right? Like, and portals of energy, if a place is like hyped up in a certain way and the collective is creating that, it's like, why do, you know, major cities get more attention than like something not known, right? Like everyone wants to go to these places. It's a portal, right? You're trying to get someone to go to that place by hyping up, look at this city, right? So there's already like an energetic field surrounding that city based off of what individuals believe about that city, you know? And cathedrals and stadiums and things like that. Also, I've heard like sporting events and concerts are basically like energy harvesting places. And I mean, you know, but again, that goes back to like beliefs and stuff like that. If no one believes it, then they're not going to see evidence of that, right? I have no idea what is. I'm like looking at the comments here. I don't even know what's. These chats are super fun, Shelly. I'm glad you're enjoying. The city is in the apex of two opposing triangles. I don't even, what city is going on here? I don't even know. The triangle of white magic together with Prague and Lion. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. But I don't know what's going on in the chat, but it sounds like exciting. We're talking about portals of energy in 3 cities. Hell yeah. Always the nicest people are in my lives. Hell yeah. All of you are so fucking lit and amazing. I love it. I love it here. I never heard about that portal either. I just, you know what's so interesting now that you said that about like the 3 cities? It's like there's like a Bermuda Triangle, right? And it's like a point. Well, there's 3 points in the triangle, and then like apparently a lot of mysterious things go on there. And then there's another one, I think it like off the coast of Japan, called the Devil's Triangle, and it's like they're exact like polar opposites of each other. Like, come on, are you gonna tell me that that's not connected in some way, even if it is just a story that is out there? Like, why would that story even be out there? It's like too coincidental, but we know that nothing is a coincidence, you know? Ooh, Turin. Okay, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but ooh, it's considered esoteric. Holla. Well, you must have fun living there then. You love my glasses? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got, whenever I'm like filming in the car, it's just I always have to have my shades on because that's the way I be driving and that's the way I be doing conducting my 3D affairs. You're planning to visit Prague for years now, Turin Lion. Ooh, okay. Well, I see this is, I have to look that up actually before I forget so I can research that later, just like Tartaria, because, you know, these things sound interesting. Turin Prague Lion, let's see. Prague Lion. Oh, the white magic triangle. What? So there's a white magic triangle and then there's a black magic triangle, they're saying? According to these same traditions, Turin also forms a triangle of black magic along with London and San Francisco. Wow, I did not know any. I'm gonna screenshot this. Thank you guys for even bringing this conversation up. Ooh, interesting. Okay, white magic and black magic, but again, it would still be one's perception of what white magic and black magic is, right? You know, you can't look at anything other than from where you're at. So I just say all magic is fucking positive, and I believe in magic. And yes, it's a belief, but I believe in it. Ooh, what is going on here? Okay. The doors are open when you're in Turin. Wow. I have to look that city up now. I have not heard that. You believe in chaos magic? What is that? Like, I hear all of these different terms, but I don't really know exactly what they are, so... Chaos magic. I mean, if it's to be taken literally, I don't know how much, I don't know how much fun that would be, but... Oh, shit. Really, Shelly? There's a house known as the Devil's House, and every time they repair the roof, a huge hole reappears. Oh, wow. Have you personally seen that? Or is it just, like, one of those, like, rumored things? Or have you, like, seen the Devil House? You've been in it? Oh my god, it's haunted. Yo, I definitely agree that, like, you know, there are things, otherworldly entities that we pick up on. But again, it's also your belief in it, right? But I believe in, like, ghosts and things like that. I've never not believed in it. Yo, are you serious? You fucking ghost hunted overnight there? How was that? That sounds like so much fun, honestly. What? How do you do? I've only seen ghost hunting like on TV where they have that like thing and it's like picking up voices or something, that recorder machine. Chaos magic is a term where there is no black magic or white magic. It's just your energy guide. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for the clarity. That's why it's chaos. Well, okay, I could see that because it's not bound by either white magic or black magic. So that, I guess, would be taken as chaotic because it has no bounds, right? Yeah, people call manifestation magic, but I mean, I think everyone is always just doing that. But, you know, in terms of like magical rituals, you're still the magic behind the thing. It's just that you're enjoying doing the ritual, so you're giving that ritual meaning and life. You know what I mean? And do your own spells as what feels best for you. Oh yeah, and I mean, do anything that feels best for you as is a guideline, you know. Ooh, it's in the county Wicklow. Okay. I'm so excited, Shelly. I want to see all this stuff. I mean, I love like those ghost things. I have an interest in that. I always wanted to like go to one of those abandoned mental asylums because I've like a fetish for like looking at pics of abandoned mental asylums. I think I would be more scared of like the floor being rotted and like collapsing or like fucking shit running around in there rather than like ghosts or anything. I'd be more concerned of like critters and like structural integrity. But if I wasn't, then I would definitely go. You would never enter one again? Oh my god, seriously? You've been to the cathedral in Cologne many times and can feel the ether with your whole body. Oh shit. Yeah, that place looks like it holds a lot of strong energy. Like, you know what's so weird? I can tell if a house is haunted just by looking at it. Or maybe that's like my perception. But like, I can always tell just by looking at it. And then of course I turn out to be right because that's my assumption. But yeah, like there's definitely something to like the energetic atmosphere, and we're picking up like different things, but we're still interpreting what we want to do with that thing, you know? Yes, distance and space do not exist. Absolutely not. It's just perception. So like every timeline is essentially happening now, you know? But I've been to places where I felt like energy was like, I was like, what's going on here? I've been, you know, I've had experiences with supernatural beings that I can't explain who they were. But I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. They ain't bothering me. I don't be bothering them. Yes, I'm in the USA. You're you have a lot of old Catholic orphanages that are abandoned. They feel heavy. Oh, I definitely could imagine that. I really really love like looking at abandoned buildings like that. I don't know why. Not like in person, because like I said, I'd be scared of like physical things, not like energetic things, because the energetic thing is like if I sensed like someone was there and they didn't want me to be there, I'd be like, no problem, thank you for letting me know, have a wonderful time. I wouldn't bother it, you know what I mean? And there's a page on here too, Irish guys. Explore abandoned buildings. It's so cool. Ooh. Yeah, I've seen those where people are just like going into random abandoned places, and I'm like, oh my god, this place looks insane. But I don't know. I mean, if it was like, if I knew that there were like the structural integrity of the property was okay and it was just abandoned, maybe that would be different. But I don't know. I mean, but again, I could just project and say, oh no, like everything is fine, you know. I don't know. We'll see. That's not something that I felt like super called to do at the moment. It always looked fun, but I would just have to go in and be like, okay, yeah, this is fine. If I talk to spirits, that's okay, but I'm more concerned if there's like things running around in here, or if like, I don't know, that would freak me out. Like I'm, the thing with me is like, I'm okay with anything energy. I'm okay with it. Like that's the area that I'm very self-aware in. I'm like, okay, like I understand energy, but like 3D little things, I'm like, like I freak out. And like, I don't know, because it's like, I don't want to deal with 3D nonsense. So I don't know. You're sensitive to energy to watch long videos like that. You used to do that on YouTube. Oh wow, you would sense the energy through the video. Yeah, I mean, I could sense if something is like haunted or weird, but I don't think it has ever affected me to a point where I can't watch them, because like I'm really into like horror stuff, so maybe I just lump it together as like horror things. And your mom was a witch and would take you on trips to old cemeteries to recharge. Nice. Cemeteries are peaceful too. I don't know why people call them scary. I mean, ain't no one gonna bother you in a cemetery. You know what I'm saying? We always say here, it's not the dead that can harm you, it's the living, so you're comfortable with it too. Oh my God. Yeah, well, I mean, but you don't want to say that anyone can harm you. No one can harm you because you are the Lord and there is none else. And if everyone is you, you know. But I get it. I've heard that saying too. You've had unsettling energies even when the video is chill and easy. Oh shit. Wow. Then that place must have had like a powerful fucking shit going on with it for you to feel it like that. Like through the fucking internet and shit. But like, I get it. Like, yeah, you can tell sometimes, even just getting a sense of it, because you're tapping into that energy right now, right? And that's also with like, I don't think it's remote viewing, but it'd be more like telekinesis. I don't know what it would be called if you're picking up the energy that's not in front of you. It's like a psychic sense, but I don't know exactly what they would call it. Now you know you're God, so I'm always good. Hell yeah. I just started saying hell yeah. I meant hell yeah. Energy of people in editing and know how to differ. Yeah, maybe it could be too, because even like with random celebrities or like people that I've seen on TikTok and YouTube, like sometimes just like there could be a million videos talking about the same topic, but one person's energy, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm really down with that, or the way that they convey the message. So sometimes, yeah, it can be the person too, like they have their own auric field that you're picking up on, and you're like, does this resonate with me? I don't know if this resonates with me. Let me get the fuck out of here, you know? It's like, I get that, you know? So it's like, yes, we're creating our own experience, but, you know, in my opinion, like, if all is one consciousness, you're going to be connected and have an awareness on an energetic influence, but it's up to you, the observer, to be like, okay, this thing is, I'm picking up this sensation of this thing. What do I want to do with it, you know? Because you're still the one calling the shots, even though you're sensing, right? Like you could sense things in the 3D and be like, okay, I bit into an apple, I bit into a chocolate bar, right? Their processing is different because it's there. It's like different energies are always around you, different things are always around you. So if you want to think of it in that metaphor, yes, we're creating our experience, but if there's energy around us that's being presented to our energy, we can still decipher this energy is this energy is that, right? Because everything is us, but we're still assigning the meaning to that. So if it's something unsettling, you're like, I don't know if I want to do that. Like, that's not for you, but you're still the one deciding what you want to do with that energy. Exactly. So even like someone that, I don't know, we're sensing they have some weird energy, it's like, then why did that even pop up in our resonance? Like, why did they pop up here to say we don't want to deal with that, to like, you know what I mean? Like, why did that present itself if it was unsettling? The first time you see my videos 1 or 2 years ago, you loved it here. Oh, well, thank you for joining, Cookie Sprinkles. I'm glad you love it here. Thinning veil time. Yes. Oh, I love Halloween. I fucking love Halloween. That's what they say is like when the veil is thinnest, right? I fucking love it. I don't know if that's true, but I've just always liked Halloween stuff. Like, I like horror shit. I like things that are supposed to be creepy and whatever. It's like fun to me. It's like soothing. I don't fucking know. It's so fucking soothing. Like this Halloween shit and like the veil and things. I don't know. It's the most wonderful time of the year, you know? Aw, thank you, Petite Bay. You mean today? Okay, I don't know what's going on in the chat here. Icon Haze and You have rehearsal tomorrow, we'll do live, need to generate energy. Hell yeah. You already are the energy. You're always recharged. That's what I would say. I'm always energetic. I always have more than enough time and energy to do exactly what pleasures me. Hell yeah. Yeah, even like those mundane things that we say, like, oh, you're feeling tired or whatever, it's like, how much of that are you creating just by saying you're feeling tired, you know? So you can start saying, I always have energy to do everything that I love doing. That's what I started saying that. And then it started happening, whether I changed my any schedule or not, which my sleeping schedules, I'm usually up at night, but my eyes are stunning. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. This sparkling water is now not so sparkling, but it's all good. Yeah, I love sleep too, Icon Haze. I fucking love it. It's like one of the best things you can do in bed. You know what I'm saying? People are not conscious about how bad they speak to themselves. That is so true. That is so true, because it's like even those individuals that have like I can never say this word, deprivated, I can't, I know you guys know the word, but I can't pronounce it. That's fine. Self-deprecating humor, okay? Even when someone is doing that, I'm like, why would you talk poorly about yourself ever? Like, the only one that's listening is you, right? Your subconscious doesn't know anyone but you. So even if you're thinking that someone else thinks negatively about you, you're still the one thinking that, and your subconscious is just like, okay. It's just accepting it. So if you're talking to yourself in your mind all day, which everyone is doing anyway, at least say shit that are beneficial to your well-being, you know? Never even joke about yourself real. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna joke about yourself, at least say something like, man, I'm so fucking wealthy. Like, I'm like a multi-millionaire. I'm fucking shitting money. Like, it's just so fucking amazing. Like, I open my eyes and there's money in front of me. It's just all over. If you're gonna fucking joke around, you might as well joke around to your benefit, you know? Like, I don't say anything negative about myself. I made that a fucking point. Like, especially with the reality creation. I mean, I never really said anything negatively about myself to begin with, but I just kind of made it an extra effort to be like, okay, I don't want to say I'm tired. I want to say that I'm always energized. I want to say that I'm always, you know, having exciting days and things like that, you know? Your husband often says things joking. I'm like, yeah, exactly. You tell him, Shelly, because you know what it's like to joke about negative things, and then, you know, the manifestation aspect of it. Like, you're aware of that. He's not, so he needs to know that. You have OCD, so you're already paranoid about saying negative stuff. I mean, well, you don't need to be paranoid over it, but, you know, just be like, okay, it's the dominant thoughts that are manifesting. And if your dominant thoughts are, you know, over more than 60% positive, like, that's the trajectory that you set yourself on. But also, you wouldn't want to say you're paranoid about something either, right? 17, oh, you were watching my 17-second video. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I mean, yeah, I did that because, I don't know, I was inspired to. That's really the simplest answer. It just came to me. I was like, yep, this is what we're doing now. Definitely, Shelly. He needs to get with the program. You need to tell him, like, look, you can't be joking about anything. If you're gonna joke to your favor, you know? You're manifesting a perfect self-concept for your teen. He says things about himself that you're not really a fan of. Yeah, well, just say that he always speaks positively about himself, and he's super confident in everything that he does. Because you can view him like that, and then he has no choice but to show up that way in your reality, right? But Shelly, the content is so funny, especially when you have the filters. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I like to switch it up. I don't like to just come on here with all of the same type of content. So some of the videos I edit, some of them I put crazy filters, some of them I just, just slap up there. There's nothing, like, I don't know. I like to switch it up because it's like, I get bored seeing the same type of content all the time. I keep it interesting. Thank you. Yeah, that's that fucking thing, like I can't have the same mundane thing, and every time I switch it up too, I like to perceive it as I'm breaking the algorithm. Like I'm not just posting one type of video style, so that's like something that I do for myself. I'm like, what can I do differently today to break the algorithm? Let's see. Because sometimes even when you like break up the things that you're doing in 3D, like, I don't know, you normally sit on the left side of the couch and you're like, okay, let me sit on the right side. Even things like that, if you keep switching it up, that can still stir the energy around you and get things moving in your 3D. And of course, yes, that would be your perception of it, but from an energetic standpoint, it stands to reason, What is the little bag next to your username? To me, it just says number 3. So I have no idea what that means, honestly, but I'm not tech savvy. You'd like to start doing content, but you have too many ideas and overwhelm yourself and do nothing. Yeah, that's how like I've been, because I have so many ideas in my mind that I just, you know what helped me do it? I picked one thing and then I was like, okay, let's go with this and, see how it does. Then if I enjoyed myself doing it, then I proceeded. And then, if I didn't, I was like, okay, what's something else that I can do? So maybe try out one idea first. And if you enjoy it and if you're like happy with the result, you could stick with that. But if not, just post something else, whichever one just seems like it's calling to you and feels most natural, you can go with that. That's a good idea. Well, yeah, try it out. I mean, because, as long as you're having fun with it, the one that offers you the most fun is what you're most naturally in alignment with, so. Your SP lives down the block but is intimidated by how you carry yourself. I mean, if you're affirming the opposite, then I think you want to keep on with that trajectory if you've already been doing that. Because even when people that, it's like they have a high self-concept and they're like, oh, people are intimidated by me. I know that I'm powerful. I know that I'm the operant power. I know that I'm the shit, right? Even with that, if there's a story in there that you're intimidating and someone wouldn't want you because they would think that you're not going to be with them because you're intimidating or you might have high standards, even that in and of itself, it could be like, yeah, you don't need to work on self-concept because you already know that you're the shit, but you also don't want to place it on yourself on a pedestal where you're so hard to reach, because that's still your perception of yourself, and then other people have to reflect that back to you, right? Oh, they're intimidating, I can never be with them. Ooh, Shelly, I like that. Mysterious and alluring. I love that. I fucking love those words. Good night. I'm glad you had fun in the live stream. Have a good night. Enjoy your sleep, your rest, everything that you got going for you. Your shit is already here in the 3D. It's already done. So you just relax. Anything that you say about someone's perception of you is what they must reflect back, whether they do it right away or whether they don't do it right away. You don't change your own perception. You're targeting the area that you want. You're saying this is what it is, and then it has no choice but to reflect that. You stay true to yourself until the end, no matter what the 3D is showing or not showing. And you just know that your imagination is the only reality. There's some people on TikTok who know about the law but try to impose their morality into it. I mean, I don't know if I've seen anyone like that, but I mean, I wouldn't pay attention to that, because the law is the law. So I mean, if that's what they believe is right and justified for them, then that's fine for them. But you know, no one else needs to listen to anyone else. The only thing you need to know is that you're creating everything based off of your assumptions. Whatever you assume to be true is true. That's it. No one else is thinking or doing anything. There's no morals. There's no ethics. There's no time. I mean, it's just, there's only you, right? If you're the operant power, why does a random person's opinion matter? I mean, you need to change your assumptions on how others talk. Well, I mean, that's up to you. However you want them to talk, then maybe project that onto them. But no one's opinion would matter, right? Like, you're the operant power. So if you're saying that someone's opinion matters, then you're the one making that decision to say this matters, and then it's going to matter in your reality. But nothing matters or means anything in and of itself. You know what I mean? It's just it's all you. Okay, it's all you. I mean, when people talk about the law and they really understand it, they're just going to tell you the exact same, like every single one of them. However they deliver the message might be different, but the general message, if they know the law, they're going to say, you get what you assume to be true. It's all coming from you. It's not outside, it's within you. That's all anyone needs to know. No one is thinking anything. No one is observing anything. No one is feeling anything unless you are saying that they are. Yes, everyone is saying the same thing in different ways. I mean, but they're, you know, I like the thing with people that'll say the SP has free will, or maybe the universe has something better for you, or this or something better. I mean, you really ideally wouldn't want to listen to that type of advice, because that's not the law. That's someone's personal experience or opinion. Some are more fun, like you. Oh, thank you. Well, I think that the live stream is always a lit chat, and that's my energy, that's you guys' energy, so we're all contributing to making it fun. Fuck yeah. You shouldn't manifest this because it's wrong. It's not even something bad. I mean, then that's their personal opinion. You know what I mean? It's their personal fucking opinion, and I don't know, man. If you're listening to someone's personal opinion, you're still the one adopting that narrative into yourself. And this is why would I recommend, and this is my personal opinion, if you are on the journey with your love interest, okay, stop listening to fucking dating advice content. Just stop. Just stop it right there. Just stop. That's all. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Stop listening to dating advice. Manifestation advice, whoever the fuck you want to listen to on that, or you listen to no one, that is totally up to you. But if you are looking at dating advice specific content and you're, you know, this person manifested you because they're so in love with you and you're already with them, if that's the journey you're on, relationships, no more dating advice. And that's my opinion. I'm telling you, it's going to serve you. Only look at manifestation content, and all of that dating advice will be flushed down the fucking toilet. Exactly, Shelley. Whatever they deem as wrong or right in their reality is their perception, and everyone is different. Dating advice was really always off for you. Yeah, whenever I even see like a dating advice fucking video pop up, or when someone is talking, I'm just like, scroll. And I don't get that many of them because I keep scrolling past them, but like the ones that I've seen are like, I don't know what, it's like too much trying to manipulate the 3D. And from the manifestation perspective, you don't need to do shit in the 3D. You manipulate things with your mind, and then they fucking coagulate into third dimensional matter. You block or mute dating videos because they bore you. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. Yeah, sometimes I do that too because I'm like, I don't want to see any of this. I don't care. Like, it's not pertinent to me. It has nothing to do with manifestation. If anything, it's like taking someone out of their power, but they're trying to market it in a way where you're reclaiming your power over this person. Oh, they text you, so you have to wait 3 days to text them back. What? Like, to me, I mean, okay, if someone wants to listen to that, you know, but it's a bunch of bullshit. It really is. And they're going by their own personal experiences. You block anything that's suggesting limiting beliefs. Yeah, exactly. And even in the manifestation community, when someone is talking about divine timing or the universe is testing you, what? Okay, that was their experience maybe, but that's not a fucking fact for everyone. That's like when someone asks me, but what about this situation? I'm like, I mean, does it really matter what the fuck I think of it? Because I'm not, you're having that experience. I'm just telling you, well, what do you think of it? If you think that the situation is impossible, that's what it's going to be. If you think the situation is easily able to be bent to your wishes, and that's what it's going to be. But I'm not the one. I'm going to sit here and tell you can have whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck what it is you want. I don't give a fuck why you want it. I'll help you get your shit, but you can't come around these parts and be like, oh, but this circumstance is special. Oh, but they said this, but they said that. Well, okay, now my dude, you're looking at things that you don't want to present themselves. So why are you looking at that? Do you believe that it's possible that this individual wants you? Do you believe it's possible for you to be an overnight millionaire? Do you believe it's possible for this person to be healed? Because it don't matter what I think. It matters what the fuck you think. It's your situation. So you are the only one in your mind for eternity. You're the only one there. You're observer. You're the only observer, right? You're the only one there. So matters what you think. And it matters what you think someone else is thinking too, because you're creating that also. All things are possible to God. Hell yeah, that is fire, Shelley. Fuck yeah. The 3D limited mindset is so outdated. I mean, if someone is in it, they're in it, you know, but like, if you're and even if you're manifesting money and they have like these advice, like crypto people and all this stuff, right? You're listening to that and you're still looking at the outside. You're still taking someone else's advice as gospel when it's not about them. It's about what do you think is true. So all of these advice things, right? What should I do with this? How should I handle that? My dude, someone else might have handled it in a certain way that worked for them. That does not mean it will work for you. I mean, that's just the truth. The Bible is your favorite manifestation book. Hell yeah, I second that. Fuck yeah. You were removed from it even before you knew about manifestation. Yeah, because like the dating advice, in my opinion, it's like super, super toxic. It's super toxic. Like, what are we doing? It's like you're trying to manipulate someone from 3D tactics, which is all coming from ego, and you're trying to, again, I think I said this on one of my recent lives, but it's like the dating advice is for people who don't have their person. So the more you consume dating advice content, you don't have your person. Because if you did, you wouldn't be consuming that content, would you? Because they're marketing to someone who doesn't have it. They're not marketing to the person that has it. Where's the advice for happy relationships? Maybe look at content like that. But again, it would still be their perception, not yours. But why is there no market for someone saying this is how to maintain a happy relationship? I don't know, man. I mean, like, is it that uncommon? Is it not a required niche? Is no one interested in how to maintain something? How to keep going with the flow? Or motherfuckers just only interested in getting something? Or are they interested in living it? If you're interested in living it, that's manifestation. That's a whole, because it's your lifestyle, right? Because you're always creating. So if you're in it and you're living in it, you're not thinking poorly about anything because you understand that you are everything and it's coming from your perception and observation of things. So you're observing thoughts and you're saying, okay, I'm going to entertain this. This seems like it's plausible. Then you go ahead and you entertain that. And then it happens. And that's all the proof you need to know that it's all coming from you. And you don't need to take advice from anyone. You just need to maintain your focus on the best possible scenario that can be summoned to your mind right now. And you're going to take it and you're going to go with it. That's how you manifested the TSA getting rid of the shoe rule? Oh, okay. Hey, you did that? I was thinking the last time I've flown, I'm like, I was prepared to take my shoes off and I didn't need to do that. That was interesting. That was you? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Hey, Miss Sherry baby, how are you? How do you ask for help without speaking from lack? You say, thank you for showing me that it is already done. And then you speak the word of what you want as if it's already done. So let's say you're manifesting money. Thank you for showing me that the money is already in my bank account. That's the prayer. Boom. That's it. You're not speaking from lack. You're saying thank you for it already being done. That's how you do it. You don't need to ask a person for help. I mean, you can if you want to. And in that case, if you're talking to them from a 3D mindset, you can ask them the way that you would talk to them. But if the person involves you getting what you want, I would just put the thank you for showing me that this has already been resolved. And if it involves that person, you include them in the equation. Thank you for already having helped me with this. You don't need to say anything to them in the 3D. If you want to say something to them in the 3D to ask for help, that's on you because you know how you interact with people. I don't. But from a fourth dimensional perspective, you just already thank them for helping you for whatever it was. Gospel music is great for manifesting, is it? Okay. You know what? I'm open to all types of music. I've heard some gospel. I'm sure I don't think I can name any songs, but I know that I've heard gospel songs. The rings, the rings are lit. You just those, oh, these guys, thank you. The Clark sisters. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. Thank you. Miss Sherry, baby, just skip asking, live in the end if I have it. Yes. The Clark sisters. I have to look this up. I get down with all types of music, so. Oh shit. Okay. Thank you for the recommendation. I am going to check that out later after. I have so many things here to check out after this live, so thank you all for the pleasant chats and the comments that are super thought-provoking. How do you keep manifesting flows of big money? You're not manifesting it. You already are wealthy, and you just keep going with that mindset. Do you believe in subliminals? I mean, does it matter what I believe? If you, I love you guys too, Shelly. It doesn't matter what I believe. It's you. If you sit down and you pick a subliminal and you're like, okay, this is going to work for me, it's going to work for you. Is the subliminal doing anything? Well, that's your perception of it. It's not, you know what I mean? It's still your perception. So you can listen to a subliminal, and if you're jiving with it, okay, go ahead. But you know, it's like any other thing. It's not, no one on the outside and no thing on the outside is getting you your shit. You're doing that, and you're doing that mentally. So if you believe that every time you clip your toenails, you get something, okay, then that's what it's going to be. Maybe someone else doesn't believe that, but you do, because it's you're setting that tone for you, you know. Whatever you assume to be true is true. So all of these techniques, all of the, you know, affirmations, visualization, like, yes, you can do them and they can work, but they only work because you're using it as a placebo. That's all it is. It's the placebo effect. A visualization is a placebo. It's making you believe that it's already there. An affirmation is, right? It's doing the same thing, scripting. It's a placebo. It's not the thing in the 3D, but it's still enough of the thing to get you to believe that the thing is real, and it's going to have the same effect of it being in the 3D. And the same effect of it being in the 3D is like you're content, you know it's already done. That's all they're doing. I am going to write that down because that is super interesting. The placebo effect. I have so many things in my motherfucking notes right now. They're all going to be made into videos, so. Placebo gets you to. Cool. Yeah, that's what on fire tonight. Woohoo! Thank you, Sherry. Glad you're enjoying the show here. The placebo effect. Yeah, the sugar pills, and they heal because I said let go and you got it. Hell yeah, congratulations. I am so happy that you got it. Fuck yeah. Yeah, and again, Shelly, it's like because we're creating our experience, just like I mentioned with that guy in the water. You're welcome. You're expecting the thing, right? So they're giving you a pill. You don't know what the fuck is in it. You're just like, oh, this is the solution. So then it's the solution. Like the guy that put up the three glasses of water. He's like, well, I'm going to conduct an experiment. I'm going to put this glass and say this. I'm going to put this glass and say that. I'm going to put this glass and do nothing. That's what he did. And his results were what he projected upon it. It's fucking amazing. It's all quantum. It's all quantum reality. You're assigning her getting her desire to the fact that yours is already here also. Hell yeah. Everyone already has their I mean, the thing, guys, all of the things that you want are already here. It's already done. It's just like, okay, cool, no problem. It's done. Now what? Exactly. Divine and powerful, Shelley. Hell yeah. Everyone, I mean, everyone is the Lord and there is none else. I'm just saying the things that you want are already there, and you don't need to do anything other than get out of the way, or get the ego to get out of the way of saying it's not here or when is it going to arrive, because that's just it. You don't need to do anything. There have been so many successful manifestations that have happened where you just thought about something, then it appeared. So is that not magical in and of itself? Even if you're just like, oh, well, I don't know, I didn't really care about that thing. Okay. Then start saying all the manifestations that you care about arrive just as easily as the shit that you don't care about, and don't change your mind from that decision. You know what I mean? Exactly. Getting out of our own way. Because that's all that's standing in between you and that desired timeline is your thoughts about the situation, or you're too focused on the 3D. And like I said, with, you know, the surrendering and like, just, you know, like Jesus was on the fucking cross and he's, I don't know if you can even see my hands, but you know that position, or what does that mean? What does that mean? He surrendered. Christ consciousness is just like you surrender the body. That's the whole thing with the crucifixion. That's what that means. I don't know if I ever discussed this, but I just saw that what they're talking about, okay, but they label it like religion, but it's really not. Like when you have Jesus and he's on the cross, okay, what is that doing? The death of the physical vessel, you're surrendering that. You're surrendering the ego's mind attachment to the 3D. You're just surrendering to Christ consciousness. You're saying, I'm all that is. I give up, you do it. It flows through you. Fucking flows like a river. Because you're surrendering that egoistic, carnal mind. You're releasing it. Even with Neville, when he says you had to let the old man die, it's the same fucking principle worded differently. He's saying the old man is like the story that you had that contradicts the thing. And you say, you know what? I surrender. I'm letting it go. The old man is dead. It's the same. It's the death. It's the death of that identity that did not have it. You cannot be the identity of the motherfucker that has it and the identity of the motherfucker that doesn't. Like, unless you want to be a fucking zombie. You want to be a zombie, like animated, but not really living. Okay, you want to be like, what's going on? Like, I mean, that's how you would be, right? If you half in, like you surrendered, but oh, there's a part that's animating the body, so you maneuvering around like funky and shit, right? You didn't fully die, you didn't fully surrender, so now you're like a zombie. Where's my desire? Like, no, my dude, it don't work like that. And that's why some motherfuckers get exhausted when they keep doing these techniques, because they're in between two worlds. So it's like the old man, the fucking resurrection, that ego mindset has to die. That identity has to die, but you keep going and resurrecting it. And now you're animating like a pile of flesh that's already decaying. I just saw it. I saw the zombie coming out the tomb. And it was like trying to be resurrected, but you kept stopping it. You kept tampering with the fucking body. You kept saying, poking it. You're like, oh, but what about this? But what about that? You're poking at the 3D. You're poking at things from the carnal mind, trying to get a solution when the solution was to surrender all the fucking while. Fuck yeah. That is lit as fuck. Oh, I'm channeling this. Hold on. I got my magic. Hold on. I'm summoning some energy here. This ain't supposed to be a Reiki session, but since I am Reiki certified, y'all just got this. If you don't believe in it, it ain't gonna work. But those that believe, and if you know, you know, this is, I just got that. So I'm sending this y'all motherfucking way. You got this shit. May you be rejuvenated, regenerated, and rejoicing, knowing that you have fully surrendered and this shit is already done, and all you need to do is accept it. Just accept it. Okay, so I don't know where that came from, but you know, we doing some cray shit in the lives lately. The other live we did a meditation for you and a person. So catch that one on YouTube. This one I was just guided to do this now because I was seeing things. I was seeing Jesus on the fucking cross, and that energy just that Christ consciousness just flowed through me. Yes, it fucking did. Woohoo. I'm glad you guys are accepting and receiving that. That was legit shit. Like, whew, I even felt that. I mean, I had to, but it was that's some good shit. More of that, please. You know, Shelly, the thing is, like, when it comes naturally to me, I'm gonna just do it, like, randomly, but I don't know, like, I don't want to force it. You know what I mean? I don't want to force it. I just, like, I want it to be, like, an inspired action to flow through me. So, yeah, I'll set the intention to, like, give more of this, especially, like, in the live stream and shit. But, again, I'm gonna surrender and I'm gonna let it do its thing and just flow through me, right? Like, because what it really is, when I saw that image of the crucifixion, and I saw the zombie, like, trying to come out the tomb, like, obviously this is a metaphor. We're not talking, like, literally, right? But when I saw that, it's like, when you surrender and let the God consciousness, the Christ consciousness just take over, okay, it's that same type of thing as surrender, because you're surrendering the vessel and you're just letting God flow through you. You don't have to do anything. Doing something is coming from the mindset of the ego. Surrendering is allowing God to fucking steer the ship, to pilot the fucking vessel. That's what that is. So when you're guided to do some shit, just like I was guided to do that mini Reiki thing right here, I didn't think about it, right? You didn't hear me say, now we're going to do a Reiki thing. It just went, whew. That was the idea. It flowed through, and that's what it is. So that's how you want to think of the manifestation shit. You want to be like, I don't need to do nothing but surrender. That's it, I surrender. And you're not surrendering the desire because you are the desire, but you're relinquishing the ego's grasp on it. You're just like, it's all good. Whether it's here, whether it's not here, when it comes, if it comes, I don't care. It's already done. What is there for me to do? Nothing. Because you try again with Corinthians, my fucking favorite Bible verse of all time. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. It's not carnal. That's why the body, ego, mindset metaphor, it dies. It releases. It's like, okay, in this, we do nothing. What is there to do? It's already done. In this state, we do nothing. We live it. We are it. It's done. There's nothing to do. Surrender the flesh, the ego chokehold on it. Let that version of you be passed away. Step into the new fucking identity. The identity that ain't searching for it. It ain't questioning, right? It's just, okay. It's surrendered. And now there is nothing to do but have the God state just flow naturally. Because it's been flowing naturally, right? Imagine you have a fan on. And you have like a block in front of the fan. You have like a big wooden fucking structure. The air is flowing. But it's not getting to you. Or it's getting to you like from around, from the side. You know what I'm saying? It's not just hitting your ass. It's not raw dog hitting you. You know what I'm saying? It's like being intercepted. And that's what you're doing when you're trying to toil with the 3D and looking at the 3D and trying to make sense of things. You're not surrendered. The carnal mind is turned on. That's the identity. I'm looking for shit. I'm trying to make shit happen. That's no. Surrender. Let the old man die. Surrender the body mindset, right? You're even surrendering to the 3D. You're like, whatever, I don't care. It is what it is. It's my perception. I know it's done. You're surrendering the 3D limitations, and it has no choice but to present itself to you, because now you remove that fucking wooden barrier preventing the airflow. But the air was constantly flowing. It's not shut off because you're not shut off because you're here, right? Your consciousness is here even when you're awake, even if you're fucking asleep. It doesn't fucking matter. Your consciousness, you're always on because you are the Lord and there is none else, and you always were. And you always will be. It's an eternal thing. You don't shut off. So that aspect of you has been flowing to you, but the airflow was inconsistent because the ego blocks and looking at the 3D, and that is a symbolism of being resurrected from the fucking cross and shit. That's what it is. You're surrendering that carnal mind. And upon doing so, let there be light, and light there fucking was. I am in flow. Yeah, it kind of feels like it. We all are here. We're just flowing. We're just chilling, you know. There ain't no blocks or hindrances up in this chat. We just free flowing gods having a good motherfucking time. When you shift your old identity by leaving the past behind, is a new identity built on experience or a clean slate? Is it purified or destroyed? There is nothing that needs to be purified because every moment is now, and nothing needs to be destroyed because every moment is now. So technically every moment is a clean slate, and the only thing that can bring you out of the present moment clean slate is your awareness of a past or a potential future that you perceive as tainted. So you are shifting identities in every moment based off of what you are aware of, right? So theoretically, you can be a different I mean, I know I'm a different motherfucker when I get on the chat than when I get off. You know, because we're always shifting, right? But nothing needs to be purified or destroyed. All you need to do is place your focus on what you want, and then stay there, and then stay there, and then stay there. Because you are living in your mind, and if you're in your mind and you're casting that spell, casting down imaginations to see in your 3D, and you're staying there, and you're just, you know, you're in the 3D operating from the vessel's vantage point, but your mind is on what you want, either that or it's in the present. There's nothing to destroy. There's nothing. It's just the only thing to be destroyed is really the ego attachment to that story of a past identity which no longer exists. And you don't even need to destroy it. You just, you know, you say, okay, yeah, that might have happened. That's not what's going on now. I'm looking over here. It really can be that simple. You know, it's not maybe that simple for everyone, but it can be that simple. If you just decided, okay, that was a past version. I've already resurrected. I've gone through the motions. I am a zombie. I'm not trying to resurrect the fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be over here. And I don't need to try to be over here, because if I'm trying to do something, that means that I'm trying and I'm not actually doing it. So you know what I'm going to declare? I'm going to declare right now that now is the only moment that is, ever was, and ever will be. I am the eternal now. I'm the Lord and there is none else. So now what's got me? What's got my juices going? What's got me all like riled up? How about $20 million delivered to me in a duffel bag with unmarked motherfucking bills? Ooh, I'm gonna think about that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm having that experience. So now I'm gonna take it one step beyond, and I'm gonna be like, well, that $20 million, I might buy a property over here. I might buy this. I might invest over here. This is what I might do, right? One step beyond. That's all you need to do. That was like the formula. And in every now moment, you just keep focused on what you want. Either that or you're completely present to the point where you're so immersed, you don't even think about $20 million in a duffel bag, because you're like, yeah, it's already done. But okay, right now I'm on the fucking TikTok, and this is this, I'm having fun in the moment. Having the most fun in the moment, you're not thinking about anything, and you're here to enjoy your shit, right? You're not here to like really create anything. You're here to tune into that reality that already has been created, and you're shape-shifting your avatar's awareness into going that route, right? Going to that level of the video game. Presence, exactly. Oh, thank you for the gifts, guys. Listen to you on YouTube when you're commuting to work. Aw, thank you. Glad to be a part of your commute. I mean, yeah, that's why I think some of these like longer videos on YouTube with the live stream, I mean, it's like if you're just doing anything, you could really just have it on in the background. Because like I know the TikToks, that yes, it is going on YouTube. I know that like with the TikToks, it's kind of like, okay, like you keep having to scroll and shit like that. But like YouTube, if it's like a topic, like, you know, that we're talking about, and it just goes through for like a while, you don't even have to think about scrolling. You're just like, okay, yeah, oh, this is something relaxing that I have for a little bit of time as I'm doing, you know, a 3D activity. Aren't we so lucky to know all this? I mean, definitely, you know, it's definitely something that's kind of like acquired, you know. Not everyone gets to this level of consciousness of knowing that you create your reality, but, you know, all of us here are fucking immensely aware, and we know that we're aware. And we get to have fun with it, and we get to play in the matrix on our terms. You know what I mean? Because we know who we are, and we don't need anyone to tell us any different. Not the outside, not a thought, not an emotion. I fucking laugh whenever I'm like sipping on this straw and it makes that fucking noise. Oh my god, I'm so fucking perverted. Whatever, it's okay. And I say that with love. Like, it's okay to be perverted in like a place of like being funny. Awareness, aware of itself, how beautiful. Hell yeah. Yo, seriously, I don't know why it makes that noise. Whatever, it's just, I mean, it is what it is, you know. It's fucking tickling my booty hole, I'll tell you what. Why do you think we know or have this awareness? I mean, it wouldn't really be what I think, it would be what you think. But to me, it's just like a video game. And like some individuals wake up in the game, maybe because when they were going in to play the game, they made the choice, okay, this character will awaken in the game. And then that was their intention going in. Just like awakening in the game kind of means winning the game, beating the game, operating in the game. Like, there's this thing in one of the old school Super Marios, and it's the one where they first introduced Yoshi. I love Yoshi. Fucking love Yoshi. But anyway, this is when they first introduced Yoshi. And in that particular game, I don't know if it's in any other games, but in that particular one, once you beat the game, you can go in, right? They throw Mario Parade, whatever the fuck, right? You beat the game, and then you get to you get to play the game again. Only, obviously, this time all the worlds are unlocked, all the worlds are open. You don't need to beat castles. You can just kind of go for a free-for-all. And the characters in the game even look different. Like the little bird duck, what are those things? The Koopas, but they look like turtle ducks. And I can't call them Koopas because the Koopas I associate with having spikes on the shell. And these mini Koopas don't have spikes on the shell, so I cannot bring myself to call them Koopas, even though they are, but that just shows my own perception. Things are labeled as I label it, not as they're supposed to be labeled, because I don't see it that way. So these little turtle ducks, they turn into the Mario face in this new version of the game, right? So even the enemies changed faces once the game was unlocked, and now you're going through the game and you could just go into any castle, you don't need to beat anything, you're just kind of having fun with it, and even the characters change, things look different. That is how I see this Matrix. You up-level in consciousness. Okay, I'm aware that I'm in a game, and if I'm aware that I'm in a game and the name of the game is consciousness, then, you know, I can just fucking do this and I can do that. And then you are still going through the game, just like Mario, right? Mario's still going through the game, but now you're going in it for fun. You're not like, with an intention, I gotta beat it. You're just like chilling. You're meandering around. And even the characters in the game are looking different. Everything looks different, right? It's different colors, it's different shadings, okay, than the original version of it. Like the scenery even looks different. It's the same scenery, but it's a different color, okay? So that's how I look at this video game. You, because I'm just calling it a video game, whatever you choose, you know, again, this is perception, my awareness, what I perceive as true, my observance. You are going through it, and when you up-level in consciousness, you beat the game, so now you get to explore these different territories as fun, and everything looks different, not because it is different, but because you have up-leveled in consciousness so much that you have beat the game. Now you are operating as a different entity in the game. There's no more, I have to beat this castle. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this castle for fun. That's kind of how I see it. So if you're not familiar with Super Mario, I don't know, but that's just, the way that I can fucking relate it. My metaphors with how this works is just, it's going to keep coming back to a video game. All right, let's look at the comments here. Ooh, someone sent me boo. Thank you. That's the first gift you've ever sent. Aw, thank you so much. Yoshi, I love Yoshi. Hell yeah. The metaphors are so good. Thank you, Shelly. You know that. Oh, Blue Yoshi. Oh, shit. What's up? I remember you. I'm glad you liked the live. Yes, also soul contracts. Spirituality would be evolving your soul. I mean, yeah, if you believe in soul contracts and you're like, this individual was, placed in my path because of this, and that's what you're gonna get out of it. Like me personally, I'm not really a fan of like the soul contracts belief thing, or like twin flame, or like karmic whatever. I'm just like, you don't need to put a label on a person. You know what I mean? Like they are who they are, right? Because then if you're putting a label on that individual, because this was years ago and I was like reading into like twin flame shit, and I'm like, that sounds toxic as fuck, but a part of me believed it. And so that's what started playing out in my experience. This twin flame, weird fucking runner chaser dynamic, and you have to learn the lesson. And to me, that was toxic, because I'm like, okay, well, now I created that. So, I mean, if you are viewing someone as like a significant catalyst in your life, yes, they can be that, but only because you're assigning them that meaning. You know what I mean? And I mean, I can tell you, I've met individuals like in all different sorts of connections. Like I've met, acquaintances, friendships, relationship, not just limited to one bracket. And I'm like, oh, I know that I met this individual because I had to meet them at that time, because just the way things played out, I'm like, yes. So I can see in my personal experience, again, this might not be true for everyone, but I can see how individuals that I have encountered, like what purpose they had or have, or whatever the experience was or is, I'm like, oh, I know why this person is here. Or like, I know why I met that person at that time that I did, and I can see that. So in my opinion, like if you meet someone and you just are kind of like, oh, there's something here, and it's not tangible, but you're like, oh, there's something with them, likely, yes, you know, if you want to put it into like a twin flame or a karmic or a soulmate or whatever you want to call it, a significant role, like, yes, I've experienced that, but I've just never placed a label on it. Like, this is a soulmate or a twin flame. I place each of them in individual categories because I'm like, okay, I met this person under these circumstances. This is what happened. Well, what did that propel in me along my journey? And like, yes, that person might have added to it, but there was just still, for me, I just call it an undeniable connection. And again, I'm not limiting it to like a romantic type of relationship. It's like, it could be a friendship, it could be a pet even. And you're like, oh, this is here for this purpose. And you could kind of sense that out on an energetic level. But again, they're still going by what you're assigning to them. So if you meet someone, there's an instant connection. I know all of you have had this experience where and I've had this a lot just because I expect it with like random people. You just start talking to someone and it feels like you've known them for years. You're just immediately comfortable. It's just flowing, right? Or you meet someone and it's kind of awkward and you don't really know why it's awkward. Or like all those things, yes, again, in my opinion, they're valid because it's like the energetic atmosphere, but you're still choosing how you want to proceed with that person. So I think an initial meeting is definitely synchronistic because they're meant to show you and explore that game with you at that point, at that juncture point where you are at, and they're exactly what you were seeking out at that time to experience. But you were still seeking that out, and then they just showed up to show it to you and to reflect it back to you. I have no idea what's going on in the chat. Hey, Anna, welcome. What is up? Thank you for joining. People in your reality are created by us. In my opinion, wow. I just scrolled down to the chat and it says, we should spiritually fornicate. Yo, that is so fucking lit. Wow. I have to use that one. I'm going to write that down. Thank you very much for saying that because I'm just going to look at that later and I'm going to laugh and wow, spiritually fornicate. Alrighty. I love it. I fucking love that term. Oh my God. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I've done that probably more times than I would ever admit, but I've spiritually fornicated with numerous individuals. Even before I knew who the fuck they were in the flesh, we're doing some things, okay? And then they just popped up. But anyway, to answer the question, what you said, are we creating people in our reality? When we're meeting different individuals in our reality, it's not that you created them, it's just you created the environment within yourself and they showed up because they were the closest match to what you had going on within you. So you created them based off of what was going on with you, but you didn't create them and say, okay, a person that looks this way is going to be this height, is going to have this color eyes, they are going to, I mean, you can maybe set that as an intention if that's someone you want to meet, but essentially, like, you're not creating them, you're just creating an atmosphere within you that is conducive to that individual meeting you there. Some people are holograms. I mean, I think all of us are holograms, honestly, because the way that this reality works, like, we're all composed of waves anyway. But I mean, I definitely think like some people are not, or they're just NPC. That's just my opinion though. Like, they're just there to make the game look real. Oh, thank you. You just purchased the 24-hour coaching. Thank you. I will check my email once I jump off here. How can this be done with the time zone? The text coaching, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's 24 hours, but like time zone considered, you know what I mean? It would just be kind of what we get through in the session. Because, I mean, 24 hours is 24 hours, so I'm allowing for, like, if there's, like, a communication gap, of course, you know, we'll work with it. Because if you're sleeping or if I'm sleeping or, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be exactly 24 hours with, like, a super significant time zone, you know what I mean? Or time frame, I should say, with the time zone. Oh, you highly recommend coaching with Oculus. Oh, thank you, Shelly. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure chatting with you. Okay, so it appears that my phone is wanting to be charged, and I've been talking for quite some time, even though time doesn't necessarily exist. But I'm gonna jump off here now, and I'm gonna have a little snack, and then I am gonna get to responding to client messages after this in a bit. So I will check my email to if you sent me your WhatsApp number in the email, that's perfect. I'll just I'll text you on there. Thank you again for purchasing. Looking forward to chatting with you. Thank you for joining the live stream, and thank you, Shelly, girl, with your thought-provoking comments. Oh, seriously, I love it. I love this. I love this Gemini mindset here. Yeah, your English, to me, your English is perfect, the way that you're typing here. So, I mean, like, you know, that's my perception. It's fine, you know, everything is fine. Everything is perfect. All of our conversations are free flowing and smooth. Hell yeah, Shelly. So everyone, don't know where you're at, but enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night, afternoon. I don't know where it is because time doesn't exist. And this will be on YouTube at a certain point, okay? My lives are so fun and interesting. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining. Good night, you guys. Well, good morning, Shelly. I don't know if you're staying up, if you're going to sleep now, but... And all of you, this will be on YouTube, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for joining. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.